right, well, good evening, fans. Welcome in here tonight on AudioSportsOnline.com. I'm Rob Kendall. Thanks for joining us. We're getting our stream fired up this evening as number one Avon set to take on Hamilton Southeastern. We've got about, what do we got here? About 6 minutes or so until our broadcast begins. We're going to sync up with 98.9 WYRZ in Hendricks County for the simulcast of the broadcast tonight. And we'll have action for you. So you'll hear us communicate with the radio station here over the next few minutes. And then we're going to have our broadcast of high school football coin toss going on the field right now. As you can see, referees going through the instructions with both the teams. And there's our coin toss. A little pregame action here for you. All right, hang on here, Shane. 5 minutes, Shane. 5 minutes.
Next game coming up next Friday. That will be the Muscat game. The kickoff is 7 o'clock. The next home game, if you will, here at Burleson Royal Stadium, the TCU coming up 2 weeks from tonight. That's Friday, September 20th. The 7 o'clock kickoff against West Point. Sports medicine coverage by certified athletic trainers Kristen Lance, Sean Clancy, and Jeff Franciosa, and team doctor Merritt Schrader from Community Health Network. The official sports medicine providers for Hamilton Southeastern.
4 minutes, Shane. 4 minutes.
Warriors are student athletes in sports medicine, walk-in clinic, support, and orthopedic injuries. It's open Monday through Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. on the Community North Campus. Visit ecommunity.com/support for more information.
Hey, brother, how's it going, man?
Take your time, man. I got to roll through all these pregame ads anyway, so no rush. How are you doing, buddy? Good, man. 3 minutes, Shane. Two minutes, Shane. 2 minutes.
You're supposed to be next to me, but do you think I can come back here?
These headphones are yours, by the way, buddy.
Yellow mic?
Yep, they're yellow.
I bought you 2 water bottles. So he's doing live updates. I was gonna. I wanted him to be by stats. He wanted to be by me so he could get the stats.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your pitcher, season varsity dance team. This season, the dance team will comprise the 14 members and will be performing a hip-hop routine with the Go Girls. They are coached by Rena Genke and Becca Cavalari.
1 minute, Shane.
I don't want to tell you the same old thing. Shot dropping, letting things get hot. Y'all don't want to stop.
30 seconds, Shane.
Let's hear it for your
20 seconds. 10 seconds. Westside Plumbing, Heating and Air presents the Hendricks County Game of the Week on 98.9 FM, WYRZ, and around the world on AudioSportsOnline.com. I'm Rob Kendall, along with Hunter Onge, coming to you tonight from Hamilton Southeastern High School, where the Avon Orioles, 2-0, now number 1 in Class 6A, take on the Hamilton Southeastern Royals, who enter with a record of 1-1. It's a beautiful evening so far here at TCU Field. We've still got about 12 minutes up on the clock. Both teams going through their pregame warm-ups. And we remind you that tonight's game is underwritten by Westside Plumbing, Heating and Air, Panuni's Pizza and Wings, Indy Propane, Wilkinson Insurance. On the Avon side of things, McNamara Florist, Reynolds Body Shop, and State Bank of Lisden. And we'll be hearing from those fine folks throughout the evening. Avon is number 1, as we said, first time in school history in Class 6A. They did that on the backs of a huge win against the Ben Davis Giants last week. They thumped the Giants 41-17. That coupled with a 48-14 win in Week 1, which you heard here on 98.9 WYRZ against North Columbus at Lucas Oil Stadium, has them at 2-0 and the number 1 team in Class 6A. For Hamilton Southeastern, a little bit of a different story. They enter at 1-1. Thank you, sir. A win Week 1, 24-20 over Lawrence Central, and a loss last week on the road at North Central of Indianapolis, 17-16. Of course, Adam Morris, the head coach now for these Hamilton Southeastern Royals, 4-8 in his second year at the school. He came from Noblesville, replacing Scott May, who had been here for years and built Hamilton Southeastern into a powerhouse. For the Avon Orioles, you know the story there. It's Mark Bless, the head coach for them, 77-32 in his 10th year at Avon, 226-99 overall in his 30th year. And let's mention some of the folks that are making the broadcast possible tonight here on 98.9 FM, WYRZ, and around the globe on Audio Sports Online. Westside Plumbing, Heating and Air offers residential heating and air conditioning maintenance, repair, and replacement, serving all of Hendricks County and West Indianapolis. Their phone number is 317-445-8399. More information can be found at westsideplumbing.net and their Facebook page by searching for Westside Plumbing. Panuni's Pizza and Wings in Brownsburg delivers to Pittsboro, Claremont, North Avon, and all of Brownsburg. Pizza, calzones, breadsticks, and wings are always available. They're located at 14470 East Main Street in Brownsburg. The phone number is 317-286-3500. They're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday and Saturday, open until 11. More information can be found on their Facebook page as well as their website, panuni.com. Special thanks to Shane Ray back in the WYRZ studios, pressing all the buttons, making it possible for us tonight. And special thanks to Jason Dozier back in the Audio Sports Online studios, pressing all the buttons, making it possible for us there. Indy Propane is located just west of Danville and services all of Hendricks County and the surrounding areas. They service residential, commercial, and farm propane needs, whether for fuel or heat. in a variety of propane containers. More information can be found at indypropane.com. Their phone number is 317-539-4656, and normal office hours are 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. Again, my name is Rob Kendall, along with Hunter Ongay. You're listening to the Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air Game of the Week tonight on 98.9 FM WYRZ and around the world on AudioSportsOnline.com. Wilkinson Insurance offers home, auto, life, and business insurance through several different companies. They shop and find the one that fits your budget and needs. They're located at 314 East Main Street in Brownsburg. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Their phone number is 317-852-8330. More information can be found at wi-insure.com. That's wi-insure.com. And we will now pause for the playing of the national anthem.
Cameron Bembry, Alexis Hutcha, Elliot McKenzie, Holly Hamilton, Jensen Lewis, Olivia Venable, and Tori Niemeyer. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Your national anthem. Thanks for joining us tonight. Rob Kendall along with Hunter Ongay coming to you live tonight from Hamilton Southeastern High School, TCU Field, as the number one Avon Orioles are set to take on the Hamilton Southeastern Royals in your Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air Game of the Week. We've still got about 5.5 minutes up on our pregame clock. Both teams still in the locker room. And we'll take a moment to remind you that McNamara Flores provides floral designs for all occasion that help its clients express their emotions through flowers and floral giftware. They have 7 locations for service and floral design or selecting home decor merchandise, including Christmas classics. They can also provide floral needs for weddings, home parties, or corporate functions. They can be contacted at 317-579-7900 or by visiting their website at McNamaraFlorist.com. And Reynolds Body Shop is a proud sponsor of Avon football. They are located at 4325 West Washington Street in Indianapolis, just 4 stoplights east of 465. Their phone number is 317-243-2372, and they're open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 5 p.m. They've been family-owned and operated for 30 years, working with individuals and insurance companies for collision repair. More information can be found at reynoldsbodyshop.com. And State Bank of Lisden has 11 locations in and around Hendricks County. Their 24-hour banking phone number is 317-994-5181. More information concerning hours, location, and career opportunities can be found at statebankoflisden.com. And we'll be hearing from those folks throughout the evening. Those of you tuning in tonight on Audio Sports Online can see the Hamilton Southeastern Royals have made their way onto the field. They're in the home blue uniforms, white letters and numbers, gray helmets. And your Orioles will be the visitors tonight. We will anticipate their arrival momentarily. Time to bring in now the man that'll call the game with me tonight, Hunter Ongay. Hunter, should be a great night. Avon enters at number 1.
Yep, Avon is coming in at the top rank in the state at the moment, which is a big thing to hold on to, especially only week 3 this is the beginning of IHSAA conference ball. This is getting into the conference championship season, and Avon coming in at number 1 in the state. They've got their stakes raised high, coming off a big win and a big upset actually over Ben Davis last week. Being able to come in here and to get another win, get that momentum going, get that streak going is going to be huge for them going into the rest of the regular season.
Go ahead, Hunter.
HSC is looking to hold off the number 1 Avon, trying to knock them off and move them down in the polls. But still, it's going to be a tough matchup here, and we're looking for a good game tonight.
Avon getting ready to make its way onto the field in the road white jerseys, black helmets, black letters and numbers with the gold trim. And they will come in from the south portion of the football field. Again, overcast here tonight. Great weather-wise, temperature-wise, absolutely perfect. Feels more like a fall day here in central Indiana than a late summer one. And that is just perfect. We've had perfect weather so far for high school football through the first 2 weeks. We will see if the rain holds off. We were told most weather forecasts predicted that it would, but of course this time of year weather can pop up at any time. And again, there are some rain clouds around us, but still see some blue skies as well. Here come the Avon Orioles onto the field. And I'll tell you what, Hunter, Avon has put 40-plus on the board the first 2 weeks, including that performance against Ben Davis. This may be the best offense Mark Bless has had during his 10-plus years at Avon. That's saying something.
Oh, for sure. Putting up 40-plus in a high school game is not hard to do, but I wouldn't say it's too easy at the same time. You got to have a strong offensive line up front in order to hold the line, to make sure your quarterback has enough time to get that ball downfield, create wide open holes for your running backs to get through. And Avon, they are a 6A team with the rest of their school and rest of their sports as 4A. So you've got to hold your ground at the top of that position, especially having not the biggest school, but the biggest football team in the biggest conference in Indiana and the biggest 6A schools that you've got to go up and compete against. Carmel, Ben Davis are two of the most well-known. Warren Central are the most well-known in the United States. And to be up here in number 1 in the state, you've got to hold some ground with that. So in order to get known like that, you've got to have a good quarterback, knowing the play calls, calling the plays, making the right calls, making the good throws, giving the ball off, having good running backs, making sure they're hitting the holes hard, being able to also have a solid defense, not allowing too many yards on runs, big plays whatsoever. Avon's got a solid team this year, and we're looking for a solid playoff run later in the season.
Rob Kendall, Hunter Ongay coming to you live tonight from Hamilton Southeastern High School, TCU Field. You can play along with us at home if you desire to do that. We're on the social medias at Rob M. Kendall. Hunter, if people want to keep track of you, how can they do that?
On Twitter at WHONGAY and Instagram at guest_who161.
All right, both teams coming now onto the field. Avon going to meet the Royals at midfield. We've already had the coin toss, but we'll play through that again for pageantry purposes. They put the coin toss up for those of you who are watching our video feed ahead of the radio broadcast tonight. You got the chance to see that. Avon has won the toss. They will defer to the second half. The Royals will receive the football to begin the game tonight. So Hamilton Southeastern comes in at 1-1. Avon comes in at 2-0. And again, this once upon a time was the season opener for both of these schools. When it was straight Hoosier Crossroads Conference play. Every year this was a powerhouse matchup, as these teams were almost always ranked in the top 10, and they always started the season against each other. Now that the Hoosier Crossroads Conference dropped the Lafayette schools, 2 open weeks or 2 non-conference games to begin the 2019 season for both of these teams. Royals are on the field. They're going to move from right to left on your computer screen or radio dial, depending on where you are listening or watching from. And the Orioles will kick it off, as it'll be number 18 for Avon. Nick Bandy to put the foot into it. Couple of Royals back deep to receive the kick. And we are underway. It's a high, short kick. It'll be taken at about the 10-yard line. They fake a reverse, and now the receiver will take it cuts it back. Avon not buying any of it, and he's taken down at the 15-yard line. That was number 86, DeAndre Rhodes, with the return that time for Hamilton Southeastern.
Not the best starting position that HSE would have won, especially coming out for this first drive. But as I said last week, every football team in Indiana has that one coach that says, let's get out there, let's punch him in the mouth, take it downfield, and let's put 7 on the board.
Here come the Royals onto the field. The quarterback is number 6, Andrew Hobson. 3 receivers go wide to the right, single man in the backfield. Hobson out of the shotgun. Snap, steps up, looks, pump, throws, got a man tipped up, incomplete, nearly intercepted. Flag flies late. Intended receiver was DeAndre Rhodes, and that might be a pass interference.
Looks like he tried to get in there. He read that pass perfectly. It's just he was a little early trying to get to the ball and just ran into him instead. He was looking for what was it, Super Bowl 54 type move?
Of course, you're referring to the infamous pick at the Patriots-Seahawks Super Bowl.
Correct.
The ball, it was pass interference. It was on the Orioles. That's a 15-yard penalty, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 30-yard line. First down and 10 coming up for the Royals. 3 receivers flank left, single man in the backfield. Hobson out of the shotgun. Snap, there's the give. Little bit of room to run, not much, as Avon pushes back on that Hamilton Southeastern interior line. Not much doing there for number 26, Nigel Wilson for Hamilton Southeastern. A breeze beginning to blow here at Hamilton Southeastern, and don't know if that means rain is in the area or not. Again, most forecasts today said we should have been all right, but obviously this time of year weather does develop. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Second down and 9 for the Royals, and an Avon defender jumped offside from the right end. It'll be a 5-yard penalty on the Orioles, and that'll give Hamilton Southeastern a 2nd and 4. Number 42 that time, Ross England jumping off for the Orioles. 2 receivers flanking out wide to the right side. 1 man left, single man in the backfield is Wilson. Snap, back to pass. Hobson steps up, throws, he's got a man, overshot the intended receiver, had a man open, that was Rhodes, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not the best start that they wanted, but still getting the ball rolling. They've got a 3rd and manageable here, so being able to get this 3rd down and keep the ball moving is going to be some good momentum, especially against this strong Avon defense.
2 receivers wide to the right, 1 man in tight on the left side. Single man in the backfield, shotgun snap, give ahead, and that is going nowhere. As again, Wilson, the runner that time. Couple of Orioles got in there and got him, and that'll bring up 4th down for Hamilton Southeastern from the 35-yard line, and it looks like they're going to go for it here. At least they've kept the offense in an offensive formation on the field, and now they will go for it. So figuring this vaunted Avon offense, and now they will switch, and now it looks like they're going to go into a punt formation. They will do that. There's a snap, and it's a live ball, and a whistle, and flags fly, and that's going to be movement on Hamilton Southeastern. They had too many people moving at the same time. You can do that in Canadian football. You can't do that in IHSAA.
Strong play call trying to draw Avon off sides. They just snapped the ball way too early, and they had like 3 men running back and forth across the line, and just bad communication between the center and the running back there, who's going to be the quarterback and the punter on that one.
Actually caught a huge break there because it was a terrible snap, and that kick probably would have been blocked or he would have been sacked. And now he fumbles the snap off the kick. It's a live ball, and Avon's going to get him all the way back at the 25-yard line. So it looked like a pretty good snap. It just looked like he dropped the football, and Avon in there to sniff it out. He tried to run forward, but nothing doing there for Hamilton Southeastern. Avon will take over with great field position down at the 27-yard line with 10:10 remaining in the first quarter of action. So quickly, the vaunted Avon O onto the field. Great field position as Henry Hessen and the crew looking to score some points early in this one. 2 receivers flank wide to the right, 2 to the left, and 1 man in the backfield is Jalen Love. Man goes in motion from right to left. It's a little pitch end around left side. He's got room to run inside the 20. Breaks a couple of tackles down to about the 19-yard line. That was Joe Hall for Avon, coming around. A couple of Southeastern secondary members on the tackle. 9:55 and counting. Clock continuing to move. 3 receivers going wide to the right, 1 man to the left, working out of the shotgun. Snap, back to pass, steps up, has time, going to the end zone. Overshot the intended receiver in the left corner of the end zone. That was number 85 that time. Remington Gall, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down from the 19 for the Avon Orioles.
Once again, another 3rd and manageable here. Actually, 3rd and short. Being able to get this first down is going to be crucial.
Avon looks back to the sidelines. Mark Bless wanted an offsides that time on Hamilton Southeastern. Did not get the call, and so now we'll play it. There's the give ahead to Love. He's got room to run. He's inside the 15, down around the 10, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Avon Orioles. Just a little run right up the middle that time by Jalen Love. Went untouched until the linebackers got him. More than enough for the Avon first down. 1st and goal now for the Orioles. Henry Hessen looks to the sideline, gets the play.
Avon keeps trying to do that hard count, getting HSC to jump off sides to get an extra 5 yards.
3 receivers going wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Snap, little end around give. He's got room to run. He's inside the 5. Love still driving down to about the 2-yard line, and he's very close, but just short.
Great play call there, making the ball go to the right. It looked like he was trying to go inside that B-C gap. It looks like they're going to the line pretty quick here to try and get that play off.
Snap, there's the give to Love. Cuts it back, breaks 1 tackle, breaks another, but will not get in. A host of Royals hit him that time. The 3rd man took him down, and he'll get the initial line of scrimmage, not much more. 3rd and goal for the Avon Orioles.
They're trying to make this ball movement go really fast to try and catch HSE off guard. Or catch them jumping over the line of scrimmage like they almost got there.
Looking back to the sidelines to get the play. Now they're going to flank 3 receivers out to the left side of the field. 1 man goes to the right. Snap. Play action, quarterback keeper. He's going to take it right side, throws to the end zone. Oh, and he threw it low. He got hit as he threw. Had a man open, flashing to the corner of the end zone. But Hessen was hit and dropped. And now it'll be 4th down for Avon from the 2-yard line. A little play action that time. Hamilton Southeastern didn't take the fake. Hessen rolling out right side and had that man open, flashing across the end zone there, but unfortunately hit as he threw, and it was incomplete. 4th down and goal from the 2 coming up for the Orioles. 2 men wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Working out of the shotgun is Henry Hessen. Jalen Love, the lone man in the backfield. First big play of the football game coming up. Snap. The give is to Jalen Love. He'll stretch it left side. Driving forward, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, Avon. 8:07 left to play in the first. 6-0. Orioles take the lead.
Great play call there. Going for it on 4th and 2 is an amazing call. Lineman up front doing a great job blocking, getting around that left side. Only 1 man he had to beat to get in there and score. Had to push him across the line. He got the low ground. Low man wins in football.
All right, here we go now. On to attempt the extra point. Snap, spot. Kick is up. Bandy right down the middle. It is good. And it is now a 7-0 football game. 8:07 left to go in the first. Rob Kendall along with Hunter Onge coming to you live tonight on 98.9 FM WYRZ and around the world on audiosportsonline.com. What a night it is for Indiana high school football. Avon Orioles, number 1 in 6A, first time in school history, and they lead it 7-0 over the Hamilton Southeastern Royals.
Touchdown came off a great defensive play. Not the greatest offensive punting that ball away for HSC. Got him great field position down inside the 25 on the Royal side of the field. Able to get a couple good run plays, strong run plays, and punch it in for a 2-yard Love touchdown.
Bandy on to it, kick it off. Bandy puts the foot into it. High kick, end over end. It'll be taken all the way back at the 5 by Rhodes. Rhodes across the 10 to the 15. Breaking ahead all the way up near the 20, and a host of Avon tacklers getting in on them. And I'll tell you what, Hunter, this Avon special teams unit, whether it's kickoff or punts this year, they have been spectacular.
Yeah, not letting that ball twice now get past the 20-yard line, getting the ball pinned back inside the 5. You can't run backwards, otherwise it's considered a safety. So you have to run forward if it's kicked in the field of play and have to take it as far as you can. If you can't get it to the 20, it's not the greatest return ever, but getting positive yards and getting outside and getting a little bit of breathing room back deep in your own side of the field is a great play.
All right, here come the Royals. Snap, and the give ahead is to Wilson, and that's going nowhere. Avon controlling the offensive line, defensive line, I should say, and so it'll be they'll give him about a yard on first down. Second down coming up for Hamilton Southeastern. So if you're just tuning in tonight, Rob Kendall, Hunter Ongay coming to you from Hamilton Southeastern High School. Avon leads at 7-0. Big play so far. A botched punt by the Royals, and then the 2-yard Jalen Love touchdown run after the Orioles took the ball over deep in Hamilton Southeastern territory. That's your scoring so far in the ball game tonight. Hamilton Southeastern, second down coming up. Single back formation. Hobson rolling right side, rolling, throwing on the run, and he's got a man caught, and he's off to the races. It's a missed tackle, and he'll be up across the 45, very near midfield. Nice job by the Avon secondary to recover after a missed tackle, but that's a huge gain and a first down, and that was number 2, Alex Lawrence with the reception. I'm sorry, number 8, Tony Myers with the reception for Hamilton Southeastern.
Now they're getting back to the line, trying to get there quickly, but getting a false start call on the offensive line before they can get that play off. Amazing, amazing reception there in order to spin out of that tackler and get extra yards and get upfield. That safety and defensive back over there just too fast on the Avon side of the ball in order to catch up with them.
Second down, or a first down rather, coming up now. It's a 1st and 15 from the 43, 6:54, clock moving. Snap back to pass, rolling, left side, throwing on the run, incomplete. As the pass that time intended for number 11, Ben Boyson for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. Hamilton Southeastern, if you're listening to us tonight on 98.9 WYRZ, remind you can watch us tonight on audiosportsonline.com as well. But if you're out and about, rolling around, don't get the visual. Hamilton Southeastern in the road blues, white letters and numbers, gray helmets. Avon, road whites, black letters and numbers, black helmets, gold trim. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 man to the left, single back formation. And there's a little misdirection give. Flag flies. That might be a face mask. We'll see. It was in the backfield. No gain on the play. But let's see what the flag is as it came from the official on the near sideline. Officials conversing here. And it is going to be against Avon. So a couple penalties so far by the Orioles. And it's going to be a face mask. That's going to be a personal foul of variety. And so that will be all the way up. Not going to be enough for a first down. So it'll bring up second down and 1 yard from the 44 of Avon. So Southeastern in Avon territory for the first time tonight. And let's see if they can capitalize here. 3 receivers going to the right side of the field. Snap, Hobson back to pass, rolling, steps up, little screen pass. Got to be caught, he breaks the tackle, room to run. He's across the 40, inside the 35, and a first down for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. They're rolling, as that time it was number 12, Nathan Wolf, with the reception and the run for the first down.
Royals are rolling.
So the crowd comes to life as the sun peeks out from behind the clouds out in the west. Hamilton Southeastern now, first down, 6:15 and counting left to go here in the first quarter of action. Snap. Misdirection give, breaks 1 tackle. Does Wilson, will not break a second, as that time number 40 for the Orioles, Josh Jones, getting in there from the linebacker position, taking him up and wrapping him down. I think it would have been wrapping him up and taking him down. Three receivers wide to the right out of the shotgun.
Avon looking like they're going to try and blitz number 40 right there on the right side, bring him around the corner with the tight end over on the far left side for HSE.
Southeastern in no hurry because they don't want to give this Avon offense any extra time. So taking a lot of clock here. There's a pass, got a man caught. It's Rhodes at the 30. He breaks a tackle. He's inside the 20, cuts it back inside the 15, still going. He's to the 10, and Avon will finally get him there.
What an amazing play call there, getting a short pass. It was a short hitch route in order to make it outside. Broke like 3 tackles in order on his way inside onto the 10-yard line, getting up into the red zone for the Royals. 26 on that catch.
5:05 left to go in the contest. Contest first quarter, I should say, clock moving. There's the give. Wilson leans ahead, meets a pile of Avon defenders on first down, and on first and goal picks up maybe a yard. That Avon front three tonight has been super dominant, as they have been throughout the first 2 games, really controlling the line of scrimmage, gives those linebackers a lot of freedom to move around when they can push 5 blockers. Second down and 9 coming up for the Royals. Hobson takes his time out of the shotgun. Looks, now resets, now looks back to the sideline. Plenty of time left on the play clock. And again, Hamilton Southeastern in no hurry as they do not want Avon's offense on the field. Back to pass, steps, throws. He's going to the end zone, and it was an incomplete pass. I don't know who that was intended for, but whoever it was, there was no one close. So third down coming up for the Royals. 4:10 clock stopped. Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air Game of the Week on 98.9 FM, WYRZ, and around the globe via AudioSportsOnline.com.
Looked like on that last play it was intended for number 86, Rhodes.
Little stretch play, room to run, right side. That was number 4 that time, Tylen Taylor. And Tylen Taylor down to about the 5-yard line. And so now it's going to bring up they'll put it at the 6. It's going to bring up a 4th and goal for the Royals. They're going to send the punt unit on, or I'm sorry, the field goal unit on, I should say. And in to attempt the short field goal, number 96, Alex Garolis.
Jarillis.
Snap, spot, kick is up, and the kick is right down the middle. It is good. And Jarillis knocks it through the uprights. And it is now a 7-3 ball game. The Royals trail the Avon Orioles tonight here on WYRZ. Hunter, good drive there by the Royals that time. Took advantage of the Avon personal foul penalty.
Oh, for sure. They didn't have the best starting position inside their own 20. Penalties brought them out into their opponent's territory. Couple big receiving plays downfield, several broken tackles, putting them down onto Avon Oriole territory, and then another 26-yard reception down to put him inside the red zone, inside the 10. Just couldn't capitalize with 7, got away with 3 to put on the board and put some points on against this tough Oriole defense. Now the Orioles got to come back out here. This is their first time having the receiving team out on the field. They will get the ball to start the second half, so HSE has got to make sure that they got to hold Avon in order to end the half with the ball for the Royals.
All right, here we go. The Royals will kick it away. From the 40-yard line. Squib kick. It'll hit. It'll bounce over an Avon player. Taking on the leap at the 30 up across the 40. Great one-handed grab that time by Krishan McCray for Avon. Grabbed it with one hand as it took a giant bounce off the turf. Took it and moved it forward 10 yards. So good field position for the Orioles up at the 41.
That was a great call. He had a bit of a hold, too. HSC just read that he snagged it out of the air. He was at peak jump, fully extended in the air, and grabbed it with his right hand to bring it down. Luckily, it didn't land right there and got a couple extra yards off of that, starting at the getting him down to the 41-yard line.
2 receivers going wide to the right, to the left, 1 man to the right. Out of the shotgun, Hessen works. Single man in the backfield. Snap, little stretch. No, play action pass. Got a man wide open. Oh, boy, it was dropped. Boy, that was tremendous ball fake that time. And the pass was hit Remington Gall in the hands, but he couldn't hang on to it. Incomplete pass. Second down coming up for Avon. Out of the shotgun, 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Single back formation. That's Krishan McCray back there in the backfield. And snap was early that time. Avon didn't look like they were ready for it, and Hamilton Southeastern was. The Royals blow up the line of scrimmage, and they get into the backfield all the way, going to be about a 2-yard loss that time. It'll bring up 3rd and long now for the Orioles, and I'll tell you what, Avon not looking real sharp early on here, Hunter, after that impressive first drive.
I don't want to call this out or anything, commentator jinx on this one, but Avon is known for finishing strong. They always have been, even if it's not the greatest they have. Starting out slow is kind of is not exactly a normal, but it's not underestimated.
And now movement up front, so all sorts of confusion on the Avon offensive line. It's going to be a false start that time. Last time the line was the center was ahead of the line, and this time the line ahead of the center. So the Avon Orioles are certainly going to want to get that figured out. That's going to move the ball all the way back to the 34-yard line.
Avon's going to need to get, quote, their act together in order to get this ball moving, because it is a 3rd and long here. 3rd and very long.
Out of the shotgun. Snap back to pass. Going down the field, and it is tipped up and incomplete. Boy, it was tipped up, nearly picked off, then nearly caught by the Avon receiver on the far side of the field. 16, Cohen Morrell was the intended target. Franklin Central 7, Brownsburg 0. So that's a little bit of a surprise early on here tonight.
Avon definitely not having the strongest start, but slow starts are not uncommon, especially in high school football. Being able to still be up 7-3 with 2:30 remaining here in the first quarter is still a strong start. They just kind of stalled out on that drive with a couple penalties.
And now it's a fake, and he's got room to run. He's across the 40. He's to the 50. It's a first down. He's still going, and he's out of bounds across midfield. The punter that time, Mason Miller, number 8, took the snap. What a gutsy call with the 3rd and very long. But boy, did it pay off. And Avon offense coming back onto the field.
I'm sorry, I got to call you after that commentator jinx on that one. 28-yard fake run for the Orioles. Being able to get that hole right there on the left side, he had plenty of daylight, got that first down, and kept running. What an amazing play call by the Orioles to get the ball moving downfield and get that momentum back.
2 receivers going wide to the right, 1 man to the left side. And out of the shotgun is Hessen. Snap back to pass. Steps up, has time. He's going to air it out. Down the field. It's up, and it is incomplete. A collision in the end zone. Intended receiver that time for Avon, I believe. Yeah, it was number 15, Carmelo Mitchell. Couple of HSE defenders back there. And incomplete pass. Good effort by all parties. It'll bring up second down.
What a perfectly placed ball, just too many hands there to try and hold on to it.
There's the give. Love has it, takes it left side around the end, and a gain of about 6 yards that time. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and short for the Avon Orioles. They're going to say about 4 yards with 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter of action. Out of the shotgun, trips to the right side, 1 man to the left. Single back formation, that's Love and Hessen working out of the shotgun. Now they'll move some receivers around.
Avon looking really strong with the run game here. Passing game so far, our quarterback number 10, Henry Hessen, is 0 for 5 on the night at the moment.
Snap, play action, throws, got a man, caught, and the ball's loose, and they'll call it an incomplete pass. He had it. That was number 11 that time, Joe Hall. And nice job by the Southeastern secondary to pop that one loose.
I thought I was about to jinx myself on that one, but great defensive play there. As soon as that ball hit his hands, he was hit from behind just to pop it out. Ball security is the number one thing most football teams want to do. Ball security, making sure to hold on to the football at all times, and coming out, starting strong are the two main things every Indiana high school football team looks for.
So Avon elects to punt it away this time. We'll see. They did the fake last time, and it worked perfectly. Let's see what they do here. Snap. He will kick it. It's a short kick, which is exactly what they wanted. High. It hits at the 5, and it'll bounce into the end zone. So perfectly executed by Avon that time. Everything but the kick itself, the bounce, I should say, on the kick. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. Again, Rob Kendall, Hunter Unge coming to you live tonight from TCU Field in Fishers, Indiana, as the number 1 Avon Orioles lead the Hamilton Southeastern Royals by a score of 7-3.
Looks like our head ref out here tonight is already giving HSE a warning, a stay back kind of warning, to stay back on their sidelines. Can't go out past close to the numbers.
Quarterback keeper that time. Hobson faked the handoff and then kept the football. Not much doing as a short gain on first down. Not much. They actually lost a yard. So second down coming up for Hamilton Southeastern. Hobson still working out of the shotgun. We got one receiver wide to the right, 2 men come in tight left side here on the near side of the field. Out of the shotgun, man goes in motion, left to right. Hobson takes his time, clock winding down. Snap, back to pass, steps up, has time, throws, got a man incomplete on the far side of the field. That was number 11, Ben Boyson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down and long for the Orioles. 39 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play.
There's a flag down in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct, roughing the passer. Had a defender on the Avon right side of the ball come clean across the ball. As soon as he threw it, he got slammed and just drilled in his back. It looks like he's coming to the sideline to talk to his coach, possibly come out on that play. Just the concussion protocol that Indiana has put into place and across the nation that they put into place just to make sure that he's okay. He's getting checked out on the sideline here before going back into the game. But at the moment to come out onto the field is number 18, John McCall, to take his place for the moment.
All right, it's first down and 10 coming up for the Royals. Another big penalty on Avon, as now rolling right side. Rolling, and he's going to cut it back. Breaks one tackle. Nice job to get back to the initial line of scrimmage, as that was John McCall, as you said, the run, and that may be our final play of the first quarter.
Not a bad first quarter all in all. 2 scores up on the board. Avon with a 2-yard rushing touchdown by number 20, Love, and then a field goal. Looks like they're actually going to run one more before the end of the quarter, trying to get him to jump off sides.
Out of the shotgun, and that will do it for the first quarter. So 1 in the books in the Westside Plumbing Heating and Air Game of the Week. And it's a 7-3 affair as the Hamilton Southeastern Royals trail the Avon Orioles tonight here on AudioSportsOnline.com. I'm Rob Kendall along with Hunter Unge. Thanks for those of you tuning in tonight on Audio Sports Online, watching us, and those listening tonight on 98.9 FM. WIRZ. If you're looking ahead to next week is the big one. It's Avon welcoming Brownsburg, and boy, that could be a barn burner of a football game, as Avon, number 1, entering tonight. Brownsburg, highly ranked as well at 1-1, but a loss to a nationally ranked team last week, and we will have all the action for you coming up next week on 98.9 FM WIRZ and around the world on Audio Sports Online. That'll be an audio-only broadcast next week. So if you're expecting video, don't. It'll be audio only. I'm telling you right now before I get the complaint calls. Brownsburg tied with Franklin Central at 7. Carmel 3-0 over Center Grove. Those are some scoring updates for you.
Carmel and Center Grove, that's a that's going to be one good game to keep track of for the rest of the night.
Well, Center Grove obviously looking for a bit of revenge as New Pal, of course, beating them last week. Now there's the pass and a flag, and it's going to be, may have been caught anyway. I think it was caught. Yeah, it was. It's going to be a flag on Avon, but Rhodes made the reception on the near side of the field.
He turned around and the ball was in his lap. He was not expecting that pass to come towards him at all. Just great awareness and great reaction time to be able to hold onto the ball after that pass interference call to move to get the completion up. And then from there, they're getting a 15-yard penalty from.
Oh, was it going to be from the spot of the foul?
Yeah, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty from from the original line of scrimmage.
Okay, so they're going to so they're not going to take the completion because they wanted the 15. Okay, so they'll even though the pass was good for a first down, they're going to take the penalty because it's an automatic 15 in high school football. Snap back to pass. Hobson going deep down the sideline to Rhodes, and it is incomplete. Nice defense that time. Step for step the entire way. Number 6, Brian Wooden. Tyler Anderson, I believe that was actually. Yeah, Tyler Anderson. Number 6. There's 2 number 6s for Avon, and that's Tyler Anderson. The step for step the entire way. Center Grove now leads at 7-3 in that one. So scoring update there. And a short gain that time on second down, about 5 yards, I guess, across midfield, down to the 45-yard line.
Good little 5-yard pickup there to put it in a third and manageable. This is a big third down here. They're on the Orioles' 45-yard line. If they picked up this first down, that gives them a good field position for another 3-play drive.
Man goes in motion. Snap, back to pass, rolling right side, rolling, throwing on the run, and it's incomplete. He had a man open on the far side of the field, but shot the pass out of bounds, and it'll bring up a 4th down now with 11:18 left to go in the first half, 4th and 5, and I got to think the Royals are going to go for it here. Yeah, they are with the ball in Avon territory. They don't want to give the ball back to this vaunted Avon offense. 4th down coming up.
On that last play, it looked like it could have been an offensive pass interference call. He pushed off really hard on his defender to try and get that out route. The ball was just overthrown.
Saw that last night in the Bears-Packers game. Out of the shotgun, snap, back to pass, steps up, throws up the middle, caught, first down inside the 35, and the Royals continue the drive. That was Ben Boyson that time with the reception, and 1st and 10 for Hamilton Southeastern. They keep the train rolling, ball down to the 33-yard line.
Good play action call there. HSE has been trying to run the ball hard, but pulling that ball out and getting a quick slant over the middle to number 11, Boyson, was a great call.
2 receivers wide to the left, 1 man to the right, working out of the shotgun is Hobson. Clock winding down, 10:40 left to go in the first half of action. Snap, into round, he's got room to run, he's across the 30, barrels forward. Tylen Taylor, number 4, the receiver, or the runner that time, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and about 5 from the 29-yard line.
The Royals kind of struggling to run the ball here. They've got several attempts, but not getting more than 5 yards a carry, averaging at the moment.
2 receivers wide to the left, 1 man to the right, out of the shotgun. Man goes in motion from left to right. Snap, back to pass. Steps up, has time, going down the middle. Boy, had a man wide open. It was Rhodes, but Hobson overshot him, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 for Hamilton Southeastern. Probably out of field goal range for the Royals. At this point, it would be about a 45-ish yard field goal, 46-yarder. Although kids these days can kick it that far, so who knows?
For Hamilton Southeastern, they've got a 5'10" sophomore kicker, and Alex Durilis.
Looked good on the first field goal, but that was a much shorter attempt. Snap, quarterback keeper, room to run. He's very close to a first down, and it looks like he's going to have it that time as Hobson just took off, and he does have the first down.
Another big third down conversion there for the Royals, getting that ball moving and keeping it moving, getting it just outside the red zone at the 21-yard line against this tough Avon defense. And at the moment, if they can put the ball in for 7 here before the first half, they still have a chance to get the ball back before the end of the half.
2 receivers wide to the left, 1 man to the right, out of the shotgun. Snap, back to pass, rolling left side, rolling, throwing on the run. It's incomplete on the far side of the field. So Hamilton Southeastern now will be facing a 2nd and 10. 9:25 left to go in the first half of action. I'm Rob Kendall along with Hunter Ongay. Shane Ray back at the Hendricks Power Cooperative, or the WYRZ studios. Jason Dozier back in the Audio Sports Online studios. We are live tonight from TCU Field in Fishers, Indiana.
So far, Rhodes is the #1 target, only having 1 completion at the moment. He's still the #1 target out here for Hamilton Southeastern.
Man goes in motion from left to right. Snap, back to pass, steps up, has time, firing over the middle, incomplete. Had a man wide open again. That time it was number 8, Tony Myers. And so Hobson has overshot 2 open men. Could have easily been 2 scores. But that's easy for us to say up here, Hunter. It's much easier to say than to do. Coming up the half, we'll hear from our underwriters for tonight's game. Hunter will have some stats for us as well.
A 3rd and long here for HSC. They need to convert and get 7 on the board.
Out of the shotgun, 2 men working wide to the left, 1 man to the right. Play action, back to pass, steps up, throwing down the middle, overshot everyone, incomplete. And now it's 4th and long. And let's see what Adam Morris has up his sleeve for the Royals. Go ahead, Hunter.
Looks like they're actually they're bringing the field goal unit out. This is looking like it's going to be a 37-yard field goal attempt for Gorillas.
Gorillas couldn't ask for much more than this. It's right in the center of the field as number 5, Luke Childers will hold. Snap, spot, kick is up. It's got the distance. It's right down the middle. It is good. And Hamilton Southeastern, with 9:13 left to go here in the first half, makes it a 7-6 affair. And I'll tell you what, Hunter, we talked a lot about how great Avon has looked through these first 2 games. Hamilton Southeastern clearly not intimidated. We've got ourselves a ball game midway through the second quarter.
Oh, for sure. They're only down by 1 point here. 1 score is all they need to take the lead. They really would have wanted 7 on that drive, but only putting 3 up on the board, they still put some pressure, put a lot of pressure on Avon to try and score before the half here. They've still got a lot of time on the clock, especially in the second quarter before the half. 9:13. If Avon can hold on to the ball for that long running it, that would be great on their part, but they still get the ball back to start the second half, and putting HSC on defense is going to be kind of tough for both teams coming out of the half after this strong first half showing.
Yeah, as you said, Avon will get the ball to begin the second half, because of course Hamilton Southeastern.
Gorillas is back to kick for the Royals. Just 2 deep. Orioles to receive.
Here we go. And it's a little onside kick. It's a low ball. The ball is still loose as the Hamilton Southeastern kicker attempted to catch it. He got a Hulk Hogan clothesline there from a member of the Avon team. Boy, that was an incredible display there. And they'll say it's Avon ball. Boy, that poor kicker for Southeastern, I mean, is a legal play, no flags, totally above board play. I mean, it was a little onside squib kick. He had the ball, and, man, I'll tell you what, the Hulkster would have been proud of that one, Hunter, because he gave him the big clothesline, and it jarred the ball loose just enough so that Avon could retain possession.
Gorillas just was absolutely leveled. It looked like from here, it looked like it was going to be a personal foul. It was going to be a flag and get the player thrown out of the game for targeting. Got him just below the shoulder pads, right in the chest, and absolutely leveled him in the middle of the field.
Yeah, totally legal play, totally clean, perfectly executed. And like I said, Ric Flair would have been very excited to see that form there. That kid, whoever it was, might have a career in pro wrestling coming up. First play of the drive across midfield down into Southeastern Territory. The ball at the 49-yard line, second down and 6. That time it was McCray on the run.
Paul Urillis over to the sideline, sitting on the bench, getting checked out for a concussion at the moment.
McCray again. Yeah, and that could be big later on in this game if he can't return. Because obviously he's their kicker, 2 for 2, including a very impressive 37-yarder just a few moments ago. .8:20 and counting. I mean, again, that's one of those plays. Football is still a violent game. They've legislated a lot of violence out of the sport. But you see a play like that, totally legal, totally clean, perfectly executed by all parties, and just unfortunately there was a big hit involved. And now there's a give to McCray. He's got room to run. He's across the 35. He's got the corner. He's off to the races. 10-5, touchdown Avon.
On only his third attempt, he's got a 43-yarder to the house. What a big hole. That was just a stretch over the left side. Receiver did an absolutely amazing job blocking, and he just outran the rest of the defense in order to take it to that left corner of the end zone and put Avon back in the board.
Krishawn McCray that time with the run takes it the distance, and it's 13-6. Bandy on to attempt the extra point. Snap is high, spot is down, kick is up, it is down the middle, it is good, and Avon regains some momentum with 7:58 left to go in the first half of action. Westside Plumbing provides residential and commercial plumbing services as well as heating and cooling services in Hendricks County and the surrounding areas. Appointments can be scheduled by calling 317-445-8399 for plumbing or HVAC repairs. Panuni's Pizza and Wings in Brownsburg delivers to Pittsboro, Claremont, North Avon, and all of Brownsburg. Pizza, calzones, breadsticks, and wings are always available. They're located at 1447 East Main Street in Brownsburg. Phone number is 317-286-3500. Open Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 9. Friday and Saturday open till 11. More information can be found on their Facebook page as well as their website, panuni.com.
A strong drive there for Avon, being able to hold the Royals to only 6 on the previous drive. Coach really got on him for not being able to get the ball moving that previous drive before the end of the first quarter, and being able to get a huge run over the left side and taking it to the house. Great play call by the Orioles in order to get that touchdown and put 7 up on the board, putting them about 14-6.
Avon now going to put the boot into it. It's a high end-over-end kick. It'll sail up and be taken on the run at the 22-yard line by Hamilton Southeastern. That time it was number 18 for the Royals. That is John McCall running up to make the sliding catch. And it'll bring up first down and 10 for the Royals. Down by 8 now, 14-6. Which, again, you say, well, that's pretty good for Avon. This is by far the closest game Avon has had thus far in the short 2019 season. Although, think about this, Hunter. We're a third of the way through the season after tonight.
Already?
We're a third of the way through the regular season after tonight. It goes by so fast.
Yep, not ready for November to come around already for the playoffs and state tournament.
And now a whistle, flags fly, delay of game is going to be called on the Royals. So that's a 5-yard penalty.
Not ready. Not a good call, or not the call that they wanted early on, especially delay of game. That means they waited way too long for the play clock to tick all the way down to 0, putting it about 1st and 15 from their own 16-yard line. Now they've got to get all the way down the field to hopefully put 7 on the board before the end of the half.
One receiver wide to the left, 2 to the right, shotgun, little stretch play, coming to the near side of the field, and Avon swallows it up. Great job by the Avon defensive line. Again, so impressive all year long. Those front 3 just take up a lot of space, and they are really hard to move.
Putting the ball here on the short side of the field on the right hash, and still making it a spread offense. with two receivers to the right, they're going to have to they're going to run a pass play coming out of this formation.
Out of the shotgun is Hobson. Snap, fakes the end around. No, it was an end around. All right, room to run across the 20, across the 30, and out of bounds. Flag flies in late on the far side of the field. Avon already signaling it's against the Royals. We'll see. The run was enough for a first down, but this one looks like it's going to be coming back.
Thinking it's going to be a holding penalty against the Royals. We're waiting for the call here from our head ref for tonight.
Still waiting. Illegal procedure, the call against the Royals. That must have meant someone was moving forward on that play that was slow to develop. So, or two guys moving at once. Those are your two options there.
And they're going to take it from the spot of the foul, which was at the 11-yard line, and move it back halfway to the end zone. Or they're going to leave it there at the 11-yard line, moving it back another 5 yards for a 5-yard penalty, and making it 2nd and 20 for the Royals.
Yeah, 2nd and 20 coming up for Hamilton Southeastern. 7:15 left to play in the first half. Avon leads it by 8 points. Throwing on the run, off the hands of Rhodes, incomplete on the near side of the field. And now it'll bring up 3rd down and long for Hamilton Southeastern.
That was an amazing defensive play to break that up by Avon's number 31, George Gordon. He jumped in front of that ball. He was just a foot in front of where he needed to be in order to pick that one off and give Avon great field possession before the end of the half, or for the middle of the second half. I'm sorry, second quarter.
Close enough. Two receivers wide to the right, one man to the left out of the shotgun. Hobson slow to bark out the play, now has it, snap, end around, nowhere to go, running out of real estate, and a short gain on the play that time, maybe up to the 15. Let's see where they put it down. No, not anywhere close to the 15. They say stepped out of bounds all the way at the 12, so a gain of a yard. It'll bring up 4th down and 20 to go with 7:04 left to play in the first half, and that means the Royals will kick it away.
Not the possession they really wanted, being pushed back on 2 big penalties just to put them at a 2nd and 20, and then nothing. They couldn't get anything going with the running game. They got to try and stick to the passing game.
Snap, kick, he gets it away. It's a line drive kick. It'll be taken on the fly back at the 50 to the 40. Inside, still going. Great return that time of about 15 yards, all the way down to the 35-yard line. As that time, it was number 6 for Southeastern. That's Brian Wooden with the return. Tyler Anderson with the return. Avon's got so many kids that they have some kids with the same numbers, and it's always quick to, you got to be quick on your feet there to realize who it is. 6:55 left to go here in the second quarter of action. Rob Kendall, Hunter Onge, coming to you live tonight on 98.9 WIRZ. Two receivers to the right. Snap, there's the give. That's McCray. And McCray with a short gain that time, down to the 34-yard line. Again, if you're thinking ahead, or looking ahead, I should say, next week, the big one, Brownsburg and Avon from Avon High School, coming up here on 98.9 WIRZ and around the world on Audio Sports Online. That should be a heck of a football game with all sorts of implications. There's the give to McCray. He's got room to run. He's got a first down inside the 25, but a flag flies in late, and it's in the backfield, and that is, as they say in the business, in the area of a hold. And it is a hold on the Orioles. That'll bring them back. You know, Hunter, it'll be interesting to talk to Mark Bless on Monday with the Mark Bless Show. Kind of a sloppy first half for his team, several penalties, and I know that's something that he always preaches is good fundamental football, so he's not going to be, especially with a couple of roughing the passer and pass interference penalties, he's not going to be happy about that.
No, he's not, especially the early, not exactly first half. First quarter, for sure, was definitely sloppy play by the Orioles. Definitely not the way that they play football, and Bless coaches football for the Orioles. He's not going to be too happy going in that locker room, even though they did come out after that not great drive and put 7 on the board. He's still not going to be happy going to the locker room at halftime.
2 receivers wide to the left, 2 to the right. As number 1 Avon leads Hamilton Southeastern, and now they're still moving them back. What? Well, they're moving back all the way to the 50. Wow, that's a huge penalty for Avon. Brings up 2nd and 25.
Pass interference. Looks like it probably came as a holding or a pass interference at the line of scrimmage. That's why they brought it back.
And now there's a flag, and the Royals move that time, so Avon will get 5 of them back.
I would challenge that one. That didn't look like they jumped the ball at all. They just kind of leaned from my point of view. But the refs have a better angle on that one, so I'll have to give it to them. But good play call by the Orioles, getting an extra 5 yards.
I don't think they have red flag challenges in high school football, Hunter. Maybe they should. Carmel 17, Cedar Grove 7. You're scoring along at home, keeping track of games of importance in Central Indiana tonight. 2 receivers wide to the left, 2 to the right. Snap back to pass. Hessen has time, going right down the field, and it is caught, and he's off to the races, and he's to the 5 to the end zone, touchdown. Great pitch and catch that time to Remington Gall. Missed tackle in the Hamilton Southeastern secondary, and Avon back on the board again, 20-6, 5:44 left to play in the first half.
Believe it or not, that is his first completion of the night.
Wow.
He is 1 of 7 with 1 touchdown.
Wow. Well, certainly Hamilton Southeastern up to that point had done a pretty good job of boxing him in, but he's just such a great player. Snap, spot, kick is up, it's down the middle. It is good. And so Bandy tacks on the extra. It's now 21-6 with 5:44 left to go here in the first. And Hamilton Southeastern stayed around for a while. Avon starting to put some distance between them now. Indy Propane is located just west of Danville and services all of Hendricks County and the surrounding areas. They service residential, commercial, and farm propane needs, whether for fuel or heat or in a variety of propane containers. More information can be found at indypropane.com. Phone number is 317-539-4656. And normal office hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. And Wilkinson Insurance offers home, auto, life, and business insurance through several different companies. They shop and find the one that fits your budget and needs. They're located at 314 East Main Street in Brownsburg. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and their phone number is 317-852-8330. More information can be found at wi-insure.com. That's wi-insure.com.
Recapping that last play, that was a 45-yard receiving touchdown to number 85. Remington Gall for the Avon touchdown to put him up 2 scores here. And what an amazing play call just to get that ball over the middle and him being able to break that tackle and get downfield.
All right, there's the kick, and it's received and taken up near the 20-yard line as first down and 10 coming up for the Royals. And again, Hamilton Southeastern's hung around here for a while, but I'll tell you what, just so much talent on that Avon side of the football.
Oh, for sure. They've definitely come out of that little slump that they have early in the first quarter, and they've kicked it into high gear. Blessed has been on them the entire second quarter now. Let's push the ball. This team does not need to stay up this close with us. We need to shove the ball right down their throats, get it downfield, make big plays, and put points on the board.
Out of the shotgun. Snap. Give. Short gain up near the 23-yard line, and it'll bring up a second down now. Coming up for
starting to wonder what happened to their previous running back, number 26, Najee Wilson. Hasn't been on the field for a moment. He took the first 6 snaps, or first 6 carries of the game, and then it's been replaced by number 4, Tylen Taylor.
Working out of the shotgun. Back to pass, throws, and it is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. As that time it was number 39, Clayton Peters getting a hand up on it, swatting it away. Nice defense that time by Clayton, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Just been informed that Hamilton Southeastern, they want everybody to be at the top of their game, and for their running backs, if you have negative yards, you're coming out of the game and someone else is going to take your position to fill it.
Wow. Snap back to pass. Hobson rolling right side. Throwing it down the field. It's up for grabs, and it's incomplete. Good defense that time by Avon's number 6, Tyler Anderson.
Good play call. He just ran underneath that defender. The defender was a lot shorter than him, several inches visible from the press box, shorter. And just he ran underneath him and got stuck, and that ball was way over his head from there.
Snap. Punt is away. It's a good kick. Boy, big kick. It's going to send Anderson all the way back. He fumbles the ball. It's a live ball. He'll pick it up at the 20. Evades one tackler. Evades another. Still on his feet. Off to the races. Here he goes. Breaks another tackle across the 40. And it'll be first down and 10. An adventuresome punt that time. Great punt. Fumbled catch. And then a nice return. First down and 10 coming up for Avon.
From that roll, that looked to be about a 60-yard punt after the fumble and the roll back inside the 20.
That was a huge kick, and, you know, there's a little bit of wind out there tonight, but it's not super wind-aided. 4:34 left to go here in the first half. Three receivers wide to the left, one man out right.
This ball game has actually been moving kind of slowly. It's still 4:34 remaining here in the second quarter.
Oh, bad snap. Hessen catches it, though, and will fall down on it all the way back at the 35-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Snap. Give is ahead. Short gain that time. I believe that was Jalen Love on the run. It was. And it'll bring up a third down and 14 from back at the 38-yard line. Avon quickly to the line of scrimmage. 3:40 and counting as now Hessen will look back to the sidelines and take in the play. This game was moving really quick there for a while. It's slowed down quite a bit here in the last 6 or 7 minutes of clock time. Hessen fires it down the field, and it is caught all the way down at about the 40-yard line. Yes, pass was complete, as that time it was number 11 for the Royals, or for the Orioles rather, Joe Hall with the reception. Nice sliding catch that time.
Once again, only his second completion on the night. 2 big completions, 2 big plays back-to-back considered for him. And that last play where it was a fumbled snap, juggling snap, is considered a sack in the stat book.
Out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 man to the left. Snap back to pass. Throws, got a man caught on the far side of the field. Reception down inside the 30, inside the 25, and he'll spin around there. First down for the Royals. I believe that was 15, Carmelo Mitchell with the reception on the far side of the field.
That was a miscommunication on the defensive back's part, and the linebackers, he was wide open there, sitting there in the flat.
Working out of the shotgun. And now a whistle. And a timeout going to be called by the Royals. 2:33 left to go in the first half. 21-6 Avon advantage. McNamara Flores since 1954. McNamara Flores has been providing home business, hospital, and funeral home deliveries of fresh arrangements and plants to the greater Indianapolis area, including Avon. They can be contacted at 317-579-7900 or by visiting McNamaraFlores.com. And Reynolds Body Shop is a sponsor of Avon football broadcast. They're located at 4325 West Washington Street in Indianapolis, just 4 stoplights east of 465. Their phone number is 317-243-2372, and they're open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 5 p.m. They've been family-owned and operated for 30 years, working with individuals and insurance companies for collision repair. More information can be found at ReynoldsBodyShop.com.
As we come out of this timeout, a little Indiana State record has been broken.
Oh.
A rushing record held at 8,000, or career rushing record held at 8,110 yards was broken by New Pal's Charlie Spiegel.
Wow, already?
Yep, in the week 3 of his senior year.
Wow, so he's got a ways to go. That is a record by the time he is done that will not be beaten. What a phenomenal player. Hessen's going to take off, and he will duck and cover inside the 20. Nice little pickup there on first down of about 5 yards. Now we've got an injured Royal down back at the 30-yard line. Slow to get up, but he looks like he's going to be okay. Waves the training staff off, and that says I'm fine. Kids are resilient these days, right? And now I think they're saying he's got to come out of the game, to which he's saying wasn't hurt.
He was just shaking his left hand, flexing it, relaxing it there. He's got taped up on both of his wrists, so they're still going to take him out of the game. If there's apparent injuries in high school football now, they're going to have to try and take him out, get him checked over, and have to stay out for at least one play before being able to come back into the game.
3 receivers to the left, 1 man to the right. Snap. Little stretch play left side, runs into a host of Southeastern tacklers that time. That was Jalen Love. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 for Avon. Again, Avon will get the ball to begin the 3rd quarter.
Yep. Southeastern Royals definitely want to stop here. They're inside the red zone. They're at the 19-yard line now, not wanting to get any farther and not letting, especially another 7 points get put on the board. Run game has been really hard for the Royals to defend in this first half. They've really got to put a stop to it and get those big guys back in the backfield.
Pass down the middle of the field. It's caught. Leapfrogs a tackler down inside the 5. That was number 82 that time. Tice Farrell with the reception.
That gives them a first down, puts them inside the 5. Not the play that HSC wanted, especially getting deep that far into the red zone.
Out of the shotgun, Hessen back to pass, going to the end zone, and it is dropped in the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Good defense that time by the Royals.
Good ball, too, actually thrown out to the corner. It was just a little far to the outside as he dove for it, just not able to hold on.
Brownsburg extends its lead, or gets its first lead, I should say, 13-7 over Franklin Central. Franklin Central new to the Hoosier Crossroads Conference this year. So Brownsburg extends that lead to 13-7. And again, next week it'll be Avon and Brownsburg on 98.9 WIRZ and around the globe on audiosportsonline.com.
Looks like Coach Bless was talking to the ref for a little bit, going to call a timeout as the play clock ticked down under 5 seconds. That'll be their first timeout. Getting that ball moving down the field is a great thing for Avon, not so much for HSC. They're really backed up on their heels up against the rope. It is second and goal at the 5-yard line, excuse me. They really need a huge stop here. They really need to hunker down, get those defensive linemen into the backfield, get those linebackers, especially get the defensive backs locked down on their receivers and tight ends and running backs. Can't let anything go outside and can't let big holes get up the middle and let those offensive linemen take control for the Avon.
State Bank of Liston has 11 locations in and around Hendricks County, with one in Avon located at the Presswick at the Crossing Shopping Plaza on U.S. Highway 36. More information concerning hours, location, and career opportunities can be found at statebankofliston.com, and that phone number is 317-745-5138. Again, we also need to thank Jim Self and the entire athletic staff out here at Hamilton Southeastern High School. Working with these guys for years. They are phenomenal. It's a phenomenal complex, phenomenal school, phenomenal kids, and a phenomenal athletic program. So thanks to Jim Self and the entire athletic staff here at Hamilton Southeastern High School. Snap, back to pass, throwing to the corner of the end zone, and it is...
Oh, it's a one-handed grab.
That's incomplete. He said he must have lost possession of it out of bounds. Nice try that time. That was Gall on the far side of the field. Created some separation there, made the one-handed catch, as Hunter alluded to, but must have bobbled it as he went out of bounds because they said incomplete. Not much of an argument from the Avon sidelines, and so now it'll bring up a 3rd down and goal for Avon from the 5-yard line.
That's the type of play that the Royals definitely need. If they can only allow them to put 3 points on the board here, it'll be a win for the Royals going into the halftime. As Gibbs takes a snap, he'll roll to the right side. He's got a man wide open in the end zone. That is a touchdown for For the Avon Orioles, that is number 85, Remington Gall.
Yeah, Remington Gall with the reception in the corner of the end zone that time. Almost an identical play as last time from a route perspective. His quarterback helped him out a little bit that time, Hessen did, by rolling to the right side of the field. And a perfect pitch and catch. Touchdown. Bandy on to attempt the extra point. Snap, spot, kick is up, down the middle. It is good. Bandy adds the extra point, and with a minute 11 left to go in the first half of action, it's now 28-6 in the Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air Game of the Week on Audio Sports Online and 98.9 FM WYRZ.
Avon definitely taking control of this second quarter, putting up 3 scores in the quarter alone after coming off a very slow first quarter, allowing HSE to get as close as they've been all game, 7-6, going into the second quarter. HSE really only has a minute left here to get the ball downfield. 2-minute drill, as they call it in the NFL, but it's going to be a minute 11 left. They really need to get this ball moving, get a good return. Avon's going to try and boot it as far back inside the 10 as they can. And they got to do a lot better blocking up front by the Royals in order to get a decent gain and get the ball out past the 20 and try and get a shot before the half and letting Avon take the ball over to start the second half.
All right. Spotted up at the 40-yard line. Bandy will boot it away. High end over end kick. It'll sail deep. It'll be taken back at the 5, across the 10 to the 15, and a host of Orioles wrap them up and take them down right there.
Flag comes and is thrown at the 35. He'll pick it up and throw it out to the 25-yard line on the far right side end of the field. Not a great return. I actually saw it did not look like there was any blocking there on that far left side.
It will be a holding against Hamilton Southeastern, the call there, Hunter. So at the minute 6, and that ball all the way back at the, well, now they're moving it back forward again, so let's see what we got here. The initial signal was holding against Hamilton Southeastern. Now the officials are having a meet and greet there at about the 15. Now they'll walk it back.
As I was saying, on that kickoff return is not HSC's strong suit. They've been letting too many Avon Orioles just get past that front line, not even getting touched. There were 3 of them running in a row, directly next to each other, all the way down.
Snap, little end around, breaks a tackle, room to run, cuts it back across the 10, stays on his feet up near the 15. And let's see if Hamilton Southeastern is content to run this thing into the locker room, or if they try to get on a giddy up, and it looks like they're going to try to run here and try to pick up some yardage.
Play clock clicking, or game clock kicking down here, trying to get this play off. It's going to be another run up the middle, stuffed.
Yeah, that one's going nowhere that time. That was number 4 for Hamilton Southeastern, Tylen Taylor with the run. And now the Royals appear to be, and now a whistle, and we're going to have a timeout called by Avon with 22.4 seconds left to go. So Avon thinking maybe an opportunity to get the ball back and make a difference on the scoreboard. They already lead it by 3 scores, 28-6.
Coming out of this timeout, HSC needs to try and get a big play downfield. There's not a lot of time left on this play clock, but they need to make sure that try and at least get some yardage downfield, not just let them go 3 and out here on this drive to end the half. Make sure that Avon team definitely does not get the ball in the next 20 seconds.
Brownsburg 20, Franklin Central 7. Thanks to my dad. He texts me these scores all game long. Phenomenal job. He's the best score updater in the game. So appreciate Dad at home in beautiful Brownsburg, keeping me up to date on what's going on.
That was Avon's second timeout that they called. Only 3 timeouts called all half. So they're wanting to be out there playing ball, getting ball moving up and down the field, and not wanting to stop whatsoever.
Snap, pass caught by Rhodes. That goes nowhere. And now Avon will burn their final timeout. 16.8 seconds left to go. And look, with a 3-score lead for Avon, the game probably beginning to tilt in their favor, but I'm sure Mark Bless has a lot of things he wants to work on, and obviously maybe late game type things. Maybe this is one of them. You know, you never know. Later on in the season, you may find yourself, or even next week against Brownsburg, needing some sort of late game heroics or something, running out of time, having to throw a Hail Mary or whatever. So maybe that's what he's looking at right here.
Yep, Avon definitely still has a lot to work on. It's more first quarter stuff that we've seen so far. HSC just needs to do a stronger, better job on the defensive line and the kick return aspect of the ball as well, trying to get as many yards as possible per return. They've been averaging about 10 to 12 yards, not too much, getting the ball downfield on kickoff returns, especially for their defensive line. They've been kind of battered around. Avon definitely having more time of possession for this game so far.
All right, here we go. He'll punt it away from his own end zone. Snap. Does get it away. It's a high end-over-end kick. It'll hit. It'll bounce. It'll roll all the way back to the 30. Picked up there. Got to make a go of it. Flag flies in. And not much doing on the return that time from number 6, Tyler Anderson.
Looking like it's probably going to be a holding penalty against Avon. With only 5 seconds remaining here, it looks like we're thinking Avon's probably going to go for just a victory formation, take a knee, and take it to the half.
All right, so coming up at the half, we'll give you a little preview. Hunter will have the stats for us. We'll have a little preview of what's coming up next week. Big game, obviously game of the year in Hendricks County every year with Avon and Hamilton, Avon and Brownsburg.
Referee still discussing the penalty flag that was on the field. As he get ready, he actually runs over to Hamilton Southeastern's head coach and is talking to him on the sideline as they discuss their call on it and determining what exactly is going on and took place during that last play. Another amazing punt, actually. The ball was placed at the 12-yard line and got down to the 32 is when I think actually he picked up the ball and ran back around to the 30. So another very well-executed punt, almost 60 yards on that one as well. About 55 yards on that one. And they've moved the ball back. Looks like it'll be 10 yards from where he was brought down as he finally going to deliver. It was roughing the kicker. 2 fouls were actually on the play. Roughing the kicker, which was declined, and there was an illegal block in the back on both on Avon, which sent the ball back 10 yards, and it'll put him at the 26-yard line.
Getting their money's worth on that one.
And they'll go ahead and take a knee here and the first half with Avon leading 28-6.
Yeah, 28-6 your score as we head into the half here on 98.9 FM WYRZ and Audio Sports Online. Avon now fully in control of this one as we head into the locker room. They didn't start out that way, but they are now there. It was 7-6 at one point, and Avon has now reeled off 3 scores in a row. Again, Rob Kendall along with Hunter Ungay coming to you tonight from Hamilton Southeastern High School. TCU Field as the Orioles, number 1 in Class 6A, lead the Royals by a score of 28-6. Westside Plumbing, Heating and Air offers residential heating and air conditioning, maintenance, repair, and replacement, and serves all of Hendricks County and West Indianapolis. Phone number is 317-445-8399. More information can be found at westsideplumbing.net and their Facebook page by searching for Westside Plumbing. Panuni's Pizza and Wings in Brownsburg delivers to Pittsburgh, Claremont, North Avon, and all of Brownsburg. Pizza, calzones, breadsticks, and wings are always available. They're located at 1447 East Main in Brownsburg. Phone number is 317-286-3500. Open Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 9. Friday and Saturday, open till 11. More information can be found at their website and Facebook page. The website is panuni.com. All right, Hunter, want to tell us about some of the first half stats?
All right, we'll start with HSC. Quarterback so far not doing too well in the passing game. He is 5 of 16 passing. Run game not working too well for them. Number 26, Nigel Wilson only had 6 carries for negative yards. He was pulled from the game and replaced by Tylen Taylor, who's had 7 carries on the night. Also, running the ball, number 18, John McCall had 1 run. Number 11, Ben Boyson had a run. And then quarterback number 6, Andrew Hobson, had 2 for HSE. Not the best offensive series, especially coming out of the first quarter. Second quarter had nothing going for them, stayed behind their own 50-yard line, or on their own half of the 50-yard line, did not get anything moving because of that Avon defense. As we move over to the Avon side of the ball, their quarterback not doing that well either. 5 of 13 for passing, 2 touchdowns though. His first completion of the night was actually a touchdown pass to number 85. Excuse me, number 85, Remington Gall, who actually had both of his touchdown receptions. For running, number 20, Love, has been their main man, having 7 attempts and a touchdown, as well as number 2, Christian McCrae, has been running the ball, has 4 rushes for a touchdown as well. Our scoring recap and big plays to remember. First play coming out of the game was actually a pass interference call. Avon had the ball first, and it was a pass interference call on the very first play. There was a fumble punt. Avon got great position coming off of that with 10-10 in the first half, or in the first quarter, putting them inside the 25-yard line, leading to a number 20, Jalen Love, 2-yard rushing touchdown with 8:07 in the first. From there, HSC went on had a 25-yard receiving touchdown to number 8, Tony Myers, and that it wasn't a receiving touchdown. It was a great play to Myers to get the ball downfield and set him up for a field goal in the first quarter as well. That would put him 7-3. Avon had a couple of possessions that did not go anywhere for them. Several penalties put them way far back, leaving another for Avon. Actually had a 28-yard fake punt that took it. It was a 4th and 25, or 4th and 20, with 2:22 remaining in the first, and he took it 28 yards down the field for a first down. Didn't go anywhere, stalled out from there. HSC got the ball back, took it down the field, stalled out at the 22-yard line, set him up for a 37-yard field goal by number 96, Alice Urlis. And right after that, they tried to do an onside kick straight down the middle. Urlis had it in his hands. It was absolutely leveled in the middle of the field. Came off really shaking. Looks like he will re-enter the game. He is probable to return in this game for the second half. From there, Avon took off in the second quarter with a 43 rushing touchdown by number 22, Christian McCrae. Had a wide open left side of the field on the left side of the line with 7:58 remaining in the second. Give it back to HSC. Nothing goes there. They stall out, give the ball back to Avon after a 60-plus yard punt. From there, Avon had a 45-yard receiving touchdown. That was number 10's Henry Hessen's actually first completion of the game, was a 45-yard receiving touchdown to Remington Gall with 5:44 remaining in the second quarter. Then from there, HSC gets the ball back, stalls out once again with 4:30 remaining, has another 55-yard plus punt to put him down inside the 30. And from there, Avon drives it down the field, drives it down their throats, takes it inside the red zone, inside the 5, and Avon has a 4-yard receiving touchdown rolled out to the right, I believe is on third down, once again to Remington Gall with 1:11 remaining in the second. Avon could not get anything going in that second quarter. First quarter they had a little bit going, got close when it was 6-7 going into the second quarter, and Avon, Coach Bless, was not having it with his team. So he sent him out to the field with a little fire under him and chip on their shoulder saying, we have to win this game. This is a must-win for them. First conference game of the season, especially across all of Indiana high school football. This is a must-win, especially the first conference game. Need to get the ball moving early on. Avon, number 1 ranked in the state of Indiana. They cannot let that go, especially first time in school history. And that is your first half stats.
Great job, Hunter. Thank you very much. Indy Propane, located just west of Danville, and services all of Hendricks County and the surrounding areas. They service residential, commercial, and farm propane needs, whether for fuel or heat, in a variety of propane containers. More information can be found at indypropane.com. Their phone number is 317-539-4656, and normal office hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. And Wilkinson Insurance offers home, auto, life, and business insurance through several different companies. They shop and find the one that fits your budget and needs. They're located at 314 East Main Street in Brownsburg, open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and the phone number is 317-852-8330. More information can be found at wi-insure.com. That's wi-insure.com. And McNamara Florist provides floral designs for all occasions that help its clients express their emotions through flowers and floral giftware. They have 7 locations for service and floral design or selecting home decor merchandise, including Christmas classics. They can also provide floral needs for weddings, home parties, or corporate functions. They can be contacted at 317-579-7900 or by their website at McNamaraFlorist.com. Reynolds Body Shop is a sponsor of Avon football broadcast. They're located at 4325 West Washington Street in Indianapolis, just 4 stoplights east of 465. Their phone number is 317-243-2372, and they're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5. They've been family-owned and operated for 30 years, working with individuals and insurance companies for collision repair. More information can be found at reynoldsbodyshop.com. State Bank of Lisdon has 11 locations in and around Hendricks County. Their 24-hour banking phone number is 317-994-5181. More information concerning hours, location, and career opportunities can be found at statebankoflisdon.com. In Rob Kendall, along with Hunter Ongay, coming to you tonight from Hamilton Southeastern High School, TCU Field, as the number 1 ranked Avon Orioles, number 1 in 6A, asserting some dominance in the second quarter. After leading by just 1 point, they now lead at 28-6. And again, if you're looking ahead to next week, the game of the year in Hendricks County, it's Brownsburg and Avon. Right here on 98.9 FM, WYRZ, and Audio Sports Online. And we are so excited to bring that one to you. We'll probably kickstart our coverage next week at about 6:40. And, boy, that could have all sorts of implications. State rankings, Hoosier Crossroads Conference. That is, man, those two teams are operating at high capacity this year. Maybe the best two Brownsburg and Avon teams, certainly at the same time ever, could be doing battle next week. And, boy, that will be a phenomenal barn burner of a game on 98.9 FM WYRZ and around the world on audiosportsonline.com. Again, I'm Rob Kendall. Don't forget, if you want to play along, we're on the social media at Rob M. Kendall on Twitter, at Rob M. Kendall on Twitter. Tweet at us. Let us know you're listening. Let us know where you're listening from. We bring you these high school sports, and we want to know the communities involved at Rob M. Kendall on Twitter. Band on the field at halftime for Hamilton Southeastern. You know, there really is nothing better than high school football in the state of Indiana. It is fun. And, man, it is a great time, great atmosphere. Best $5 you will spend all week. And week in and week out, the sport continues to grow in popularity. Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air presenting our game of the week tonight here on 98.9 WYRZ. And let's take a look ahead because, as I said, we've got Avon and Brownsburg next week. And then it seems hard to believe, but as of 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be more than halfway through the 2019 regular season. Season always blows by. Fastest 9 weeks of the year, right? Taking a look at the rest of the regular season for WYRZ broadcast. We're going to have Avon and Brownsburg next week. Then Tri-West taking on Danville. That's always a phenomenal game, a barn burner. Plainfield at Decatur Central. We're going to have Plainfield versus Franklin. Avon at Zionsville. And then wrapping up our regular season, with Avon taking on Noblesville. That's coming up. Your rest of your broadcast here for the rest of the year on 98.9 WIRZ. Again, Avon of Brownsburg, Tri-West in Danville, Plainfield at Decatur Central, Plainfield versus Franklin, Avon at Zionsville, and Avon versus Noblesville. Again, weather has held off so far. Hopefully we'll be able to wrap this one up and get it in tonight. And if you're just tuning in, it's 28-6, Avon leading Hamilton Southeastern. I'm Rob Kendall along with Hunter Onge. He's enjoying a light beverage and snack before the start of the second half. And want to say thank you to, again, Jim Self and the entire athletic staff here at Hamilton Southeastern High School. Brad Silbert, the tech director out here. These guys always take great care of us, so thanks to them. And thanks, as always, to Shane Ray back in the WIRZ studios. And thanks to Jason Dozier in the Audio Sports Online studios. Hunter, your thoughts on the first half?
Thoughts for the first half. Really great job by Avon being able to come back in that second quarter. First quarter was not the greatest. They did come out on their first or second drive and put 7 on the board, which is a great start. HSC able to put 2 field goals on the board. That's all they've been able to score. Then a very slow second half of that first quarter for Avon, which Coach Bless did not want whatsoever, and he did not find was acceptable. Got a little fire under Avon, and able to come out in that second quarter and put 3 touchdowns on the board in order to get up 28-6, which is where we are currently. Coming out of the second quarter, HSC is looking to try and put more points on the board, obviously, and hold Avon to hopefully under 40, which Avon is well on their way to. Looking for a good second half to come out of here. If HSC can catch up to Avon, it'll be a close one at the end.
Still got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left up on the clock as the band continues to play. They'll put 3 minutes on up after that. And again, Hamilton Southeastern hung around in this one early. They got it to a 1-point game at 7-6, couple of field goals. And you know, the play that really changed everything, Hunter, out of that second field goal, Hamilton Southeastern tried that onside kick. The kicker for the Royals had tracked the ball down. They caught the Royals by surprise, and right at midfield, he literally got clotheslined up into the air and lost possession of the ball. He got knocked out of the game. Avon recovered the loose ball, and if Hamilton Southeastern had controlled that onside kick, this could be a completely different ball game right now because Avon's been lights out ever since that loose ball went their way.
Oh, for sure. HSC was definitely not okay with that hit coming at him, but just couldn't do anything about it. Avon, it made him excited. It got him hyped up. That entire side of the field was jumping up and down, looking after that hit. Luckily, Gorillas is on the sideline. He's actually practicing, getting ready for this second half kickoff, so he will return to this second half of tonight's game.
Again, we thank everybody joining us tonight on Audio Sports Online. Also, those of you listening on 98.9 FM, WYRZ, wherever you are tuned in from. If you're listening to us in Hendricks County, liking what you're hearing as Avon leads it 28-6 over Hamilton Southeastern. And just about to have both teams run back out onto the field. You see the Hamilton Southeastern Royals coming back on as well. And, of course, college football now upon us. NFL football now upon us. And, man, it's just an exciting time of year. You got football in full swing. You got high school, college, pro all going on. You got baseball coming down the stretch. It is probably the most exciting sports time of the year for me because there's just so much going on.
Yep, it's always a great thing to have football getting started here in the fall. Basketball is about to start later in the late fall, early winter. Baseball is wrapping up with the World Series coming around late fall. Everything is just becoming, everything is centered around fall in the sports eras.
Yeah, and it's amazing. I know we've talked about it a lot, but this is my 18th year of commenting high school football here in the state of Indiana. And when I started, I was younger than most of the players I was commenting on. Now, not so much, but the sport continues to grow in popularity and in interest. And, I mean, you think about Hamilton Southeastern, their side of the stands is full. Obviously, it's a home game for them. But even Avon, I mean, that's a tough drive. It took me an hour to get here today, the rush hour traffic. And, that's a tough drive to get from Avon all the way up to the north side. But Avon's still bringing a pretty good little house. Their stand's about halfway full. And so people continue to be interested in high school football. Hamilton Southeastern doing the tailgate thing before the game, people out here having a good time, laughing, creating commerce, etc. It's just really good for all of these communities to have high school football at such a high level and such an interest, because it really does make a profound economic impact, and it's great to see the game continue to grow in the state of Indiana.
Yep, football has always been around Indiana, even back in the early 1900s or mid 1900s when basketball dominated the game. Football has taken over, especially since the move of the Indianapolis Colts coming into town. Football has since picked up, and then from there has done an amazing job of just making boys into men. It's a great way to put it.
That is an absolutely phenomenal way to put it, Hunter. And the Hamilton Southeastern Royals back on the field. Avon on the field. For those of you watching us on Audio Sports Online, you can see them going through their halftime warm-ups, getting back at it. And another thing that's changed so much since I started commentating is the condition of these fields. I mean, look, I remember when Hamilton Southeastern first got their field turf. I remember when Avon got their field turf. I mean, they were really pioneers in this in terms of, updating these facilities and making them first-class places to play football. And now field turf, if you go a place that has natural grass and doesn't have field turf, you kind of feel like you're in a time warp or something, because so many of these fields, especially in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference, I think every single one of the fields now has field turf. They're just world-class facilities.
I remember when my high school, Mooresville, got their field turf. They're actually playing Plainfield tonight. I'm not exactly sure how they're doing, but I remember getting our field turf over there, and I was actually one of the first athletes to get on that field turf. Everyone ran out, and actually our senior defensive end actually ran out there and rolled in it the first time he got on the field. They said it was one of the nicest that they've ever put in or seen. Also, the darkest blue that you'd probably ever seen on a football field before, too.
Rob Kendall along with Hunter Onge coming to you live tonight from TCU Field in Fishers, Indiana, where the Hamilton Southeastern Royals trail the Avon Orioles by a score of 28-7. Orioles will have the ball to begin the second half. And, Hunter, there's a chance, because the new rule now, of course, is 5 scores in the second half. We go to a running clock. There's a chance we could see a running clock. We saw it for Avon in week number 1 in that big win against Columbus North. And certainly Avon going to look to march right down the field and put 6 more points up on the board.
Well, they'd only need to get the ball down the field twice and put it in the end zone 2 more times, which we saw 3 in the second quarter alone, so it's very possible. And another fun statistic at the moment for Avon, one of their offensive linemen, as Avon gets ready to return the ball for offense, number 54, Blake Fisher, he's actually committed to Notre Dame.
Wow.
To be an offensive lineman at Notre Dame. He also leads the team in tackles as we get set underway with a great kick inside the 5.
And it'll fall into the end zone as it was dropped by the return man, number 15, Carmelo Mitchell. So that'll be a touchback, and Avon will start it up at the 20-yard line.
Decent starting position for the Royals. They definitely know that they could have gotten it farther out past the 20 with their blocking up front. Not too many blue shirts down inside the red zone by the time that ball got down on the ground.
All right, here we go. Avon back at it. Hessen working out of the shotgun. 2 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the left. Snap, little misdirection give, and not much doing on first down for Avon. I believe that was Jalen Love on the run that time. No, I'm sorry, that was McCray on the run that time. So it'll bring up second down for Avon, going quickly out of the no huddle, right back where they left off. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right.
Avon's definitely looking to put 7 early here in the second half, wanting that running clock, especially in the fourth quarter, not being able to stop it unless there's a timeout.
Which is good for us. We get out of here faster. Little short screen pass to number 85 for Avon, Remington Gall. Again, Hamilton Southeastern there to sniff it out. No gain on the play, so it'll bring up third down and 10.
HSC definitely got a little talking to in that locker room. Come out with a little bit more of a fire. It's already 3rd and 10 for Avon. They're not used to being backed up 3rd and long, 3rd and 10, 3rd and long especially on their very first play out of halftime. They're used to just marching that ball down the field and putting 7 on early.
Out of the shotgun. Snap back to pass. Steps up, going down the field to Gall. Got great separation, great catch up at the 40, and falls out of bounds. First down and 10 for Avon. Nice little pitch and catch that time, and the Orioles move the chains.
Good third down conversion there for Avon, being able to move the ball, move the chains, getting a great pitch and catch there. Looking at 21 yards on that reception.
3 receivers wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Snap, there's the give. Ahead to Love, breaks a tackle, leans ahead, and will put it up at the 44-ish yard line. Again, feel free to let us know if you're listening tonight, where you're listening from. We're on Twitter at Rob M. Kendall. At Rob M. Kendall. Where are you at, Hunter?
At WHONGAY on Twitter is the best place to reach me on here.
Always impressed with the hundreds and hundreds of people that we have tuning in every Friday night for Avon football. And, of course, many more listening on WYRZ 98.9. So let us know. There's a pitch and catch across midfield and good for a first down. That's Remington Gall again.
Solid 11-yard reception there for Avon. Definitely get the ball moving early. First 3 plays didn't get anywhere. Actually lost yardage on a run. But after that, 2 or 3 receiving plays, moving them past into Royal territory.
Little end around to Gall, and he's cuts it back. He's got the 40. Host of Royals wrap him up there. Gain of about 4 yards that time. And with 9:30 left to go in the third quarter, Avon will have a 2nd and 6 coming up.
We're already so far into the second quarter. It feels like, the second half. Felt like we were not that far, or did not go this fast in the second quarter as we are right now in the second half. But Avon with only a 2nd and 7 here to go. 2nd and manageable. Looking for a 3rd and short now.
Out of the shotgun, snap back to pass, steps up, flushed out, still rolling, and Hessen's going to be sacked all the way back at the 50-yard line. He was playing a game of Tetris there, Hunter, trying to move in between tacklers, and eventually he just ran out of real estate.
Great defensive play. That moved the ball back all the way to their side of the ball at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to bring up a third down, and they're going to call it 18 on the board.
Loss of 11. 11-yard sack for HSC at this point for a 3rd and very, very long is a great thing for them. Now the defensive backers got them locked down on their receivers.
Back to pass. Steps up, flushed out, rolling left side, rolling. He's going to let it fly, hit as he throws. Incomplete. Overshot the intended receiver. Number 18 for Avon, as that was, is that Nick? Is it number? No, I'm sorry, number 16 for Avon. Cohen Morrell, I'm sorry. It's dark here in the studio. They shut the lights out on us.
Looking like there should have actually been a holding call there. He was wrapped around the offensive lineman was wrapped around the defender as he was looking to bring the quarterback down before he was trying to get that ball away. But great, amazingly great defensive stand there by the Royals for a 4th and 18 now as they get ready to punt it away. They just got to watch for that fake as they pulled in the first half.
Snap. Kick is away. It's a line drive kick. It'll hit and bounce, and it'll roll all the way inside the 20.
Good defensive stand by the Royals on that first drive out for Avon, not letting them get any points on the board and being able to get the ball back, and probably the best field position they've had coming off a kick at the 21-yard line. As HSE heads out to the field, looks like they're going to try and get started kind of quickly here. They're ready to get this ball moving downfield and put some points on the board and get back in this ball game.
Out of the shotgun, Hobson, snap is low, picks it up off the ground. Now he's going to take off with it, and he'll get a couple yards ahead to they'll put him down at the 22, so a gain of 1.
Getting positive yards to start out is great, especially since Avon didn't do that after their first possession in the half. But they're definitely getting the ball moving here. Run game has not been too great for them in the first half. Hopefully they can change that up and get the ball moving, both passing and running here in the second half.
Out of the shotgun, snap, play action, throws, got him in, caught. Rhodes dropped it. Would have had the first down up near the 35, but it's incomplete. And now a flag comes in late, and that could be a defensive holding, could be a pass interference, could be an illegal use of the hands.
I think it's going to be a personal foul, probably against Rhodes on that one. He did not seem too happy, especially getting hit. Actually, personal foul against Avon on the late hit. The ball was blown down. Ball was hit the ground, blown dead, and he still got hit as he was going down. It was like neck, helmet area, so it was closer to targeting.
Wow, that's second or third personal foul against Avon tonight in a game that they're very likely going to win. Mark Bless, I'm sure when he looks at the film, will not be happy with that. Out of the shotgun.
Both teams trying to draw the other offsides when they're on, when on offense and defense. It's only worked so far once tonight.
Man goes in motion from right to left. Snap back to pass. Throwing, it is caught. That's Rhodes up across the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 44-ish yard line.
That is his 10th target on the night, and he's only got 3 receptions so far for Rhodes. Great second effort, though. He was hit very close. A lot of pressure came in on that left side by Avon. He's still able to get the catch and get positive yards.
Snap, there's the give, and short gain that time. Not much going as that Avon front 3 continues to control the line of scrimmage. The run game, especially up the middle, has not been much for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals tonight. Was that 4? Yeah, that was number 4 for Hamilton Southeastern. That was Tylen Taylor with the run that time.
Third and 4 here for the Royals. It's a big third down conversion that they need. Defensive backs are playing within 10 yards, actually, as they throw the ball on a quick slant, and he heard footsteps. Those footsteps were pretty loud in his ear with a low ball that would have put him at the 50 for a first down, but just couldn't connect. Incomplete pass intended for Rhodes.
Yeah, Rhodes, as you said, Hunter, the intended receiver that time. Pass was incomplete. It'll bring up a 4th down and 4, and the Royals are going to send the punt unit on. Adam Morris, the head coach, thought about it, decided better to go ahead and boot this ball away than risk giving Avon great field position. Snap. Kick is clear. Boy, big kick again, man. This kid can really pooch him out there. That one goes all the way back to the 10-yard line and up across the 20. Nice little return that time for Avon.
Flag has been thrown at the 46-yard line on the Royals. Looks like it might be a holding penalty at the moment.
So we'll see if it's on Avon. Nope, illegal procedure on Hamilton Southeastern. So we'll see what Avon wants to do with this. Avon's going to make him kick it again.
Going to try and get some better field position off of that one. Not a good thing for HSE. They had good defensive field position, putting him at the 22-yard line. This kid still has a leg on him. Pat McAfee would be proud for the brand for this kid, getting that ball so far downfield in high school. Number 18, John McCall, he's a junior, so he still has another year to get even stronger, get the ball farther downfield to get some colleges looking at him as a punter.
There's the kick. It's a line drive kick this time. It'll bounce, and it'll be taken. And, boy, a huge hit that time on Anderson. That was number 10 for Hamilton Southeastern. Very nice play that time. Number 10 is Jake Houston, a senior coming down there. So we've seen some big hits in this game, Hunter, and another flag is on the field.
Great defensive play, honestly, and it looks like it's going to be brought back again. At the moment, this is not going too well for HSC. 2 penalties back-to-back. We're still waiting on the play call, but we're thinking that they're going to re-punt once again, or the ball is just going to be placed down and it's going to be moved forward. It's going to be Avon ball, and that is what they will do. He was down at the 21-yard line. He's going to move it up to the 36-yard line for the first down. He still got the ball to the same spot that it would have been after that first punt. and it was a holding call on HSE as they get back on, as Avon gets the ball back for the second time this half with 6:10 remaining here.
Yeah,
With Avon still leading 28-6.
huge foot that time, huge kick. Snap. Little give ahead. I think that was Jalen Love running the ball that time. He's up near the 45-yard line, gain of about 8 yards on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and 2. Avon still working out of that no huddle.
That was a huge hole for Jalen to run through. You could put a truck through that. Offensive line, those are not some small guys up there. Especially number 54, we brought his name up earlier. Number 54, Bryce Fisher. He's 6'7", 340 on that offensive line.
They refer to that as a well-fed fella, my friend. It's a first down. Love on the run that time, very near midfield. They'll spot it down at about the 50. If you're just joining us tonight, Rob Kendall, Hunter Onge coming to you live tonight from TCU Field in Fishers, Indiana, as the Avon Orioles, #1 in Class 6A, lead the Hamilton Southeastern Royals by a score of 28-6. We've got 5:25 left to go in the third quarter.
Running has been good for the Royals at the moment. They've been working really hard to get that ball moving downfield so far.
Give ahead is to Love, and not much doing that time.
Looks like he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. They're actually going to give him half a yard on that one, when it looked like he was stopped at the line of scrimmage and pushed back.
.448 and counting. Clock continues to move as Avon with the lead and the ball. Working out of the shotgun. Snap. Play action. Fires it over the middle. Tipped up. Incomplete that time. Gall, the intended receiver.
That was a good defensive play by Jake Houston, being able to put his hand in there. He's a lot smaller than Gall, but being able to stick his hand in there and knock that ball loose.
Third down coming up for Avon. Third down and 9. 4:30 left to go in the third quarter. Hessen will work out of the shotgun. Love, the lone man in the backfield. 3 receivers flanked to the right, 1 man to the left. Snap back to pass. Steps up, has time, fires to the near side of the field. That's incomplete. Good defense, and a flag flies late on the Royals.
I'm not agreeing with that one. That ball was uncatchable for either man, they were diving for it. It's going to be a really bad. I do not agree with that pass interference call on Houston. That was just good defense.
Avon will certainly take it, though, and they'll have a first down and 10 now coming up.
The Royal fans are not happy about that play call either. They are not agreeing with the refs. As the official call comes in here as a pass interference, that'll put them at 1st and 10 inside Royal territory, even deeper at the 34-yard line.
First down and 10 for Avon. Hessen back out of the shotgun. 2 receivers go to each side of the field. Love, the lone man in the backfield, stands behind his quarterback. Snap, give to Love, stretches it to the left side, cuts it back. Not much doing that time as he is collapsed down on, that time, number 32 for Hamilton Southeastern, Seth Smarelli with the tackle.
Actually, there were several murmurs in the back here in the booth, as well as down in the stands. There was a false start on number 67 on the offensive line for Avon that was not called. It was kind of small, but usually refs pick that up no problem.
Snap back to pass. Hessen pump fake, throwing. He's going deep. He's got a man wide open. It's Gall. He's caught. He's inside the 10 to the 5, and that's a touchdown for Avon. Remington Gall takes it the distance, puts it in for the score, and Avon extends the lead to 34-6.
That is his 3rd receiving touchdown on the night. Great play call there on the play action for Gall in order to get that ball thrown downfield. How long was that touchdown? That is a 34-yard receiving touchdown for Gall for his 3rd on the night. Snap down, kick is on its way. It's up, and it is good. Avon 35, Hamilton Southeastern 6.
Westside Plumbing presenting your Hendricks County game of the week here on 98.9 FM WYRZ and audiosportsonline.com. Avon in full control of this one now. And again, at one point it was 7-6. The Orioles came out a little flat, but they have certainly found their stride. And now with this game well in their control.
With only one score needed to put the game on running clock. We've only seen it once so far this year, and that was Avon in their first week against Columbus North as they get onto the field for Avon to kick the ball away to Hamilton Southeastern. What they need to do here is definitely get some blocking up front so they can get a good return back downfield, some good starting position, and put them in a position to get some points on the board. With only 3:50 remaining here in the third quarter, they need to get something going or they're not going to be able to stay in this football game.
All right, there's the kick. It's a high end-over-end kick. It'll sail down and be taken at about the 20, up across the 25, still going across the 30.
Actually broke a couple tackles there. That is the best kick return so far. That'll put them down at the 31-yard line for the Royals.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Hunter, that's the best field position for Avon, or for Hamilton Southeastern so far in the game. Starting field position off a kickoff, I guess I should clarify. I don't want to be fake news.
With some decent field position for the Royals, they'll run out to the line, trying to catch Avon off guard. There's no defensive back down on number 85 down on the bottom of the screen.
Snap, there's the give. Room to run across the 35 up near the 40. Very close to a first down. Going to be about a yard short that time for Hamilton Southeastern. And that was number 26 for Hamilton Southeastern that time. Nigel Wilson, who you had mentioned, started the game and then checked out. And really, we didn't see him until just now, it seems like. But Southeastern back at it. Moving from left to right on your computer screen or radio dial. Snap, fakes the oh, that was an end around and it went nowhere. Boy, Avon snipped that one out. A host of Orioles in on the tackle that time of Ben Boyson.
That was great defensively. They were all over that one. They've seen that play multiple times already tonight. They were ready for it. Avon preps like a college team, and they play for a high school. But they're definitely prepping for college, getting these guys ready and getting them out and mentally preparing them, physically preparing them to be the best in the state.
Back at it. Out of the shotgun. Two receivers wide to the right, one man to the left. Takes the snap, rolling right side, rolling, throwing on the run. Got a man caught. Nice catch by Rhodes right there on the near side of the field.
Nice juggling catch there. He almost lost it. It was almost hit out of his hands. Able to hold on to it as he's going to the ground for that first down. Great job by Rhodes to be able to hold on to that ball for the Royals. Now they just need to get the ball down the field, put 7 on the board to try and stay in this ball game.
Out of the shotgun. Man goes in motion from right to left. Snap, play action, back to pass, steps up, fires. Got a man, oh boy, had him wide open on the far side of the field. Threw it behind the intended receiver, number 12 that time, Nathan Wolf. Royals in the home blue uniforms, white letters and numbers, gray helmets, white trim on the side of the jerseys. Avon, the visiting whites. Black letters and numbers, black helmets, gold trim.
That is only his second target. Number 12, Nathan Wolf, that is only his second target on the night.
1:56 left to go in the third. Snap, back to pass. Steps up, has time, looks, fires down over the middle, and now looks to the near side of the field, incomplete. Pass was intended for Rhodes.
That is his 22nd attempt on the night for Hobson. He's only 8 of 22 at the moment, with Rhodes still his number one receiver or number one target with 13 targets on only 4 completions there.
Yeah, Hobson had some passes early on in this game. Again, Avon's been dominant since that 7-6 start, but had a couple of passes that could have gone for touchdowns that he just missed open receivers. And again, you just wonder if that hadn't happened, is it a different story here tonight? Obviously, throughout the course of any game, you're going to find plays you wish you had back. That was a short run that time of about 5 yards by Wilson. It'll bring up 4th down and 5, and with Hamilton Southeastern finding themselves down by 29 points, going to go for it here as the ball rests at the Avon 48-yard line. Snap, play action. Hobson rolls right side, rolling, throwing, and it is caught on the near side of the field. Great catch by Rhodes that time as he was falling out of bounds, got a foot down. Very acrobatic catch. 1st down and 10, Hamilton Southeastern.
Looks like it was a 13-yard reception there by Rhodes. As he, in college and high school, you're allowed to have 1 foot in bounds when coming down with the ball. It's only when you have to have 2 feet is in the NFL.
Yep, out of the shotgun. Oh, and a man in the, nope, no whistle. There was a man in the neutral zone, but they did not call it offsides or a neutral zone infraction for Avon. Snap, there's the give. Wilson lowers his shoulder, meets a host of Royals, powered back, no gain on the play. Yeah, I don't care how good a runner you are, Hunter. 3 guys tackle you at the same time with a full head of steam. You're not going anywhere.
Nope, especially with this Avon defensive line. They are solid. They are holding their grounds to the fullest of their abilities, not letting anything get past them. They are going to be the main reason that they will win state this year.
Hunter Ungay making the prediction right now. It says Avon will be the state champs. Pass to the far side of the field, caught. That's a 1st down inside the 25. And that was number 11 at that time, Ben Boyson with the reception. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what's going on. We're broadcasting that game tonight, Plainfield at Mooresville. Mooresville may be the best team in 4A.
I honestly would not doubt it. They did have a lot of seniors graduate last year, especially their quarterback, who was their career leader in yardage, only after a season and a half at quarterback. So Mooresville definitely did not have the greatest standards on passing yards, but still a good.
And there's a pass over the middle, and it's caught for a touchdown. As cutting across the middle that time, number 9, Alex Hobson with the catch. Check that. I'm sorry, check that. Number 8, Tony Myers. That 8 looked like a 9. And Tony Myers with the reception for a touchdown for Hamilton Southeastern. And with 8.6 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter, we do have an injured Oriole back at the 33-ish yard line. And so with 8.6 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter, it's now 35-12. And Hunter, I think that might mean the end of our dream of a running clock in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, great. That was amazing pitching catch. He got a little bit of room off his defender and a perfectly placed ball by Hobson to put that into the end zone for his first passing touchdown on the night. A 24-yard receiving touchdown, no flags, so it will count as we do have an Oriole still down on the field. Amazing play call there, amazing play call, read by the quarterback, and even better ball thrown for the Orioles to put them up, or to put some points on the board. First time since the first half that they put points on the board, and now they have 12-35 as the Oriole will come up off the field and he will walk. That is defensive lineman number 90, Nathan James, walking off the field under his own power.
Yeah, always good to see, and he's, of course, a big part of that defense, so good to see that he is up and with it. Extra point attempt now.
Avon looking to overload that left side. They're coming in, and it's up, and it is good.
Yeah, right down the middle. Nice kick that time. Certainly no problems with the Hamilton Southeastern kicking game this evening. So with 8.6 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter, it's 35-13. Yeah, and it's interesting, Hunter, because, again, as we said, in the old days of the Hoosier Crossroads Conference, this was always the opening game, and you almost always, back especially when it was Dave Shelbourne and Scott May, you had 2 teams in Avon and Southeastern that were usually top 10 teams, and out of the gate right away, you were going to have one of these teams was going to have a loss, and so often Avon would start the season, 3 3-1 or 4-1, and that one would always be Hamilton Southeastern. And it's interesting over the past couple of years, Scott May has phased out, the changes in the program, how Avon has kind of started to assert some dominance over Hamilton Southeastern, because years ago that was certainly, the roles were reversed.
I can totally see that coming in, especially this Avon, how big these guys are. Avon has definitely grown in size over the past couple of years, just as a community altogether. They've got a lot more people coming in from a lot different people, or a lot different backgrounds, and actually neighboring schools, they've actually transferred to come in, and that kick is far out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
8.6 seconds left to go in the third. Westside Plumbing presenting the Hendricks County Game of the Week on 98.9 WYRZ. Also being seen around the world on audiosportsonline.com. Rob Kendall, Hunter Onge coming to you live tonight from TCU Field and Fishers, where the number 1 ranked Avon Orioles in Class 6A lead the Hamilton Southeastern Royals 35-13. Out of the shotgun, Hessen, snap. And it's a short gain on first down, up about 4 yards, up to the 24. And that'll do it for our third quarter. One more to go as Avon looks to move to 3-0 on the year. Let's go ahead and mention the underwriters for tonight's game, including Reynolds Body Shop, McNamara Florist, State Bank of Liston, Wilkinson Insurance, Indy Propane, Panuni's Pizza and Wings, and of course the title sponsor, West Side Plumbing. Thanks to all those folks who make it possible for us to be out here every single week, bringing you Avon and Hendricks County High School football. Of course, next week, that's the big one. For many reasons, it'll be Avon and Brownsburg on 98.9 WYRZ. In addition to audiosportsonline.com, that'll be an audio-only broadcast next week. Audio-only broadcast from Avon High School.
As we come out of the quarter break, we head into the final quarter of tonight's matchup between the Avon Orioles and the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. Orioles leading the Royals 35-13 going into the fourth. Royals definitely need a big stop here. They need to definitely put some points on the board. There will be no running clock at the moment. It is only a 3-score game for the Orioles. As he drops back to pass, he's looking right, throwing deep. He's got a man open. Caught at about the 37. He'll get upfield and get out at about the 44-yard line. For it's almost a 20-yard reception there for the Orioles to get started here in the fourth quarter to get that ball moving down the field.
That Avon Mooresville game must be over. That's already over. So we'll try to get you an update on that.
Drops back to pass, is caught on the right side of number 11. He runs it upfield, hit by a host of Royals. He's still on his feet. He's still pushing forward, and it will be called down at the 49-yard line. That's a 5-yard reception, and great push there by Avon's number 11.
And now
Henry Hessen, and there's some words exchanged, and that looks like it's going to be a penalty flag there. Very, very late.
Yeah, the flag flies.
Waiting for the call here. It'll be against Avon. And it'll be unsportsmanlike conduct on the Orioles and moving back 15 yards. And it'll be taunting by the receiver that just made the catch, number 11, Joe Hall, for the Orioles. That'll put him back 2nd and 20.
So that's going to be interesting when Mark Bless looks at this film because there's been several unforced errors. They're going to win the game tonight, but now going deep, Hessen lobs it up. Man on man, incomplete. Great coverage that time by number 10, Jake Houston for Hamilton Southeastern. The pass for Avon was intended for number 11, Joe Hall. It's going to be interesting because several personal foul penalties, and obviously the most recent one happening right there. Mark Bless not going to be happy about that. It won't matter tonight, but certainly in games going forward.
Their game against Brownsburg might see some different faces coming onto the field, possibly trying to make sure there are no penalties coming out of next week's game. As the run goes to the left, he trips up a little bit. That's number 2, McCray, as he only gets a couple and brings up 4th down for the Orioles. Not the possession that they wanted to have. They wanted to get that ball downfield to prevent HSE from trying to get any momentum whatsoever. Completely backfired off of that personal foul call and pushed them back to a 4th, and currently it's 4th and about 18. Low snap, he's running towards the right. Looks like he's trying to fake it, but he'll still boot it away. Not the greatest punt. Bounces out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. 36 is where they're going to finally mark it.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Royals. Ball at the 42-yard line.
HSC moves a man to the right side, to the right, one to the left. Man in the backfield, he'll give it off up the middle. He's got a little bit of a hole. Only gained about 3 yards there. It was number 26, Wilson, on the carry.
I believe Mooresville was victorious in that one. That game just wrapped up.
Got to be excited about that one, honestly. With two to the right, wing to the left, one receiver to the left, and the pistol gets the play call. He'll regroup his team. Hobson in the backfield. Motions a man to the left. He'll take the snap, gives it up the middle, and he's got room to run. That is Wilson once again. He'll get to the 49-yard line, setting up a 3rd and short for the Royals. Good field position as well. Just got to get across the 50 to the 48-yard line of the Orioles for a 1st down. Big 3rd down conversion that is needed here for the Royals at the moment as they send 2 to the left, wing to the right, 1 to the right in the pistol. And they're going to run it up the middle once again with Wilson. He'll make a move, and it looks like he's going to be really close to that 1st down marker. And they're going to stop the clock. They're actually going to bring out the chain gang. Oh, no, they're not. They're going to call it a 1st down at the 48-yard line.
They might have brought that one out, Hunter, if the game were a little closer. But when it's 35-13 with 9 minutes to go, that's close enough. So Hamilton Southeastern will get a 1st down. Clock will continue to run. Go ahead, Hunter. Take it away.
Sends to the left, wing to the right, 1 to the right in the pistol. He'll take the snap. He's dropping back to pass, looking deep left. He throws. He's got a man, and it's caught. And there's a flag thrown on the play. That ball was caught by number 11, Ben Boyson. As the flag was thrown, that is clear pass interference, but they're going to decline it as that ball is down at the 17-yard line. Coming back from the 48, that is a 31-yard reception for the Royals. Pass interference is going to be declined for the 1st and 10.
So give these Royals some credit. They are not quitting. Despite being down 22 points, Avon needs to step it up here as Hamilton Southeastern continuing to fight. Hobson works out of the shotgun. Man goes in motion from left to right. Snap back to pass. Steps up, throws, and it is caught for a touchdown. That's Rhodes in the back of the end zone. And with 8:43 left to go, Avon lead reduced to 16, 35-19.
Great play call. They ran a little post route over the middle. to Rhodes. Still the main target. He's had 15 targets for 6 catches and 2 touchdowns on the night, I believe. No, 1 touchdown on the night. That is a second passing touchdown for Hobson. And it looks like they're going to bring the field goal unit out for the Royals, for the PAT.
Yeah, there was some confusion on exactly what they wanted to do. They have since decided that they are going to go for 1. They're going to have to go for 2 at some point.
Play clock clicks down. Kick is up. Got it away, and it is good. That puts them within 2. Puts the Royals within 2 scores with 8:43 remaining here in the left in the game. Avon Orioles 35. Hamilton Southeastern Royals 20. An amazing pitch and catch there by Hobson to Rhodes. He was trying to spread the ball around just so that Rhodes would get just enough space and room so he could get over the middle. They knew that Avon was trying to bring more and more pressure off the left and right side. They were trying to read it that entire drive. Defensive backs getting a little bit tired as they were going, just getting deep passes downfield. That pass interference call that was declined after 31-yard receiving touchdown that set up the 17-yard receiving touchdown for number 86 Rhodes to put him within 2 scores with 8:43 remaining. Avon back on their heels right now. Coach Bless is not going to be happy going into the film room tomorrow morning. But Hamilton Southeastern, knowing that they still are able to keep up with this Avon defense and Avon offense, that's got to be a good little win for them coming into next week. As the kick is away, it's a high kick. It's going to go to about the 27, and he hits his knee on the ground, and will be down at the 27-yard line for Avon as they start their next possession with 8:43 remaining here in the 4th.
27-yard line is where it'll start off at.
Orioles sideline is definitely ready and alert at everything that's going on in the field in front of them. Only 22 men allowed on the field, but both teams have more than enough to get it through a Friday night.
Snap, give, short gain, if anything. 8:35 and counting, and now Avon's going to look to salt away some clock here.
That would be the best call for the Orioles at the moment. HSC got a little bit of momentum, especially now, 2nd and 10. On the defensive side of the ball, they've been stopping them, not getting too many points on the board. They've only allowed 1 score so far this second half, and that is an amazing accomplishment after the big second quarter that Avon had.
Yeah, you really got to make a play here if you're Hamilton Southeastern, because the odds of getting 2 scores in less than 8 minutes are slim. Back to pass. Hessen has time. Going down the field. It's tipped up, and he nearly did. It was in and out of the hands of a Hamilton Southeastern secondary, Jake Houston, the intended target, number 16, Cohen Morrell.
Houston is a name we've been calling a lot so far tonight. He's definitely the main defensive player because they've been going up for that big man, number 85, and now the crowd is starting to get on its feet and get hyped because it's 3rd and 10, back inside on the 27-yard line, back inside Oriole territory, and they are not letting this go easy for the Orioles.
Back to pass, steps up. Hessen has time, looking for a screen. Now he's going to be flushed out, rolling left side, rolling on the run. He's got time. He's going to throw it up, and it is over the intended receiver's hands. Cohen Morrell.
There's a flag down on the near side of the 31 or at the 36-yard line.
Let's see what the call is.
It's going to be against the Orioles, and it looks like HSE is going to want to try and decline this penalty.
So the Royals have fight left in them.
And the penalty is going to be too many men on the field, but it's going to be declined. And it's going to be 4th down for the Orioles, 4th and 10 from the 27-yard line. Exactly what the Royals needed right now. There's 7:53 still remaining in this game. There's still plenty of time on the clock. If Avon can put 3 scores up within a quarter, so can the Royals, especially with that momentum that they just built up to get this ball rolling.
So they'll punt it away, and this, if Southeastern's going to get back in it, this is their shot right here. Snap, kick is clear. It's a high kick, fair catch called for, made up at the 37-ish yard line. And so Hamilton Southeastern will attempt to make a game of it now with 7:52 left to play in the contest. They're down by 3 scores, or 2 scores, I should say, 35-20. Again, Westside Plumbing, Heating and Air presenting the Hendricks County Game of the Week here on 98.9 WYRZ and AudioSportsOnline.com. I'm Rob Kendall along with Hunter Ongay, coming to you live tonight from Hamilton Southeastern High School. Here come the Royals. 2 to the right. Man goes in motion from left to right. It'll make it 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right side of the field. Hobson takes the snap, back to pass, steps up, voids a sack, leans forward, might have got the initial line of scrimmage, not much more.
Offensive line held up there for a second. Just good defense by the Orioles downfield, and a couple deep routes, actually. They had to take a second to run back from deep down the field. They were looking for possibly a hit straight out of the gun, or straight out of the gate for this possession.
Out of the shotgun. Hobson looking. Clock moving. They better go now, as the clock has become Hamilton Southeastern's enemy. Snap is high, gets it down, rolls right side, steps up, he's going to be hit, and he is going to be dropped all the way back at the 30-yard line. Big hit that time by the Avon Orioles. Host of Orioles in on the sack, including number 43 for Avon, Brevin Good.
That is a loss of 8. That is not what they were looking for after that. That is a big momentum killer for HSC. It is now 3rd and 19, and Avon is going to have their safeties playing deep over top, especially in the center of the field, because those post routes have been killing them on the defensive side of the ball. They're going to send 2 to the left, 1 to the right with the wing to the right out of the pistol formation. And it's definitely going to be a pass, so their defense backs are playing for the pass.
Snap, back to pass, steps up, throwing. He's going deep to Rhodes. And it tipped up, incomplete, no flags. Good defense by Avon. Rhodes got his hands on it, but it was incomplete. And now 4th down and forever, but Southeastern's going to have to go for it with just 6 minutes and 26 seconds left to play in the football game. Nope, I said it. I spoke too soon.
They're going to bring their big leg punter, John McCall, out to punt the ball away to get it deep. That was a play that they really needed to convert on 3rd down. They did not need that sack to drop them back, but they get the boot away, and it's actually high and spinning it back, and it'll land at the 44, and it was actually a great arc, but with the backspin he had on it, it caught a little bit of air because the wind's been blowing a little bit harder now. It stopped and dropped straight down at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, kicking right into the wind that time.
So a big stop for HSC against Avon back inside their own 30 goes nowhere for them when they really needed it to. So now the Avon offense goes back onto the field as they get their first play call at the 44-yard line, as HSC needs another big stop to gain a little bit of momentum back.
All right, here come the Orioles. Now let's see if they don't try to run some clock here. They do. There's the give. It is to McCray, and McCray will lean forward with a short gain on 1st down. Maybe a loss. Yeah, it looked like he did. They're going to mark him back a yard.
The Hamilton Southeastern line got a lot of fire underneath them, especially at halftime. It's probably in the between quarters as well. They really need to stop and up their run game defense, and that's exactly what they've done. Almost jumped off sides there. No call on that one. Good call by the refs not to flag him on that one with a 2nd and 11 here.
Snap, little end around, cuts it back. It's McCray again. Host of Royals stack him up and push him back. And it'll bring up a 3rd down for Avon against Hamilton Southeastern.
And now Hamilton Southeastern will call their first time out of the game with 5:37 remaining, and it looks like some words are being exchanged between number 52 for HSC, Ethan Lance, and some of the offensive linemen for Avon as they go to their respective sides of the field for the timeouts.
Let's thank some of the folks that have made the broadcast possible tonight, including Westside Plumbing, Heating and Air, also Panuni's Pizza and Wings of Brownsburg, Indy Propane, and Wilkinson Insurance. McNamara Florist as well, also Reynolds Body Shop, and State Bank of Lisden. We could not do it without these folks. Again, if you're just tuning in tonight on 98.9 WYRZ or catching us online via the video feed on Audio Sports Online, I'm Rob Kendall along with Hunter Onge, coming to you from TCU Field in Fishers, Indiana, where the number one in Class 6A Avon Orioles lead the Hamilton Southeastern Royals by a score of 35-20. It was 7-6 at one point. Avon reeled off 28 consecutive points, and now Hamilton Southeastern has answered with 2 scores of their own, which gets us to 35-20, 5:37 left to play.
HSC definitely needs another big stop here as it's 3rd and 9 at the 45-yard line for the Orioles. They send 3 to the right, 1 to the left out of the pistol formation. He'll take the snap, play action, he's rolling left, he throws short, and it's picked off!
Picked off! He's on the sidelines and all the way down to the 30-yard line off the hands of an Avon receiver, and it ended up in the hands of number 21 for Hamilton Southeastern, Clayton Toner. So exactly what we said Hamilton Southeastern needed, they got, which was a big play, and now they're back in it, and the Avon defense has got to make a stand.
Clayton Toner with the interception there to set HSC up. Now a lot of momentum, the crowd behind him as the ball is set up at the 30-yard line with 3 men to the right as Rhodes motions over to the left side. We got a tight end on the left side of the field. Out of the pistol formation, he'll move him to the right.
Snap, Hobson back to pass, steps up, throws, he's looking for Rhodes, he's got him! And incomplete on the near side of the field. He tried to get that foot down and dropped the ball as he was trying to get the foot down.
Good play call. It was just double covered Rhodes, and the player's actually shaken up for Avon. Number 6, Tyler Anderson. Brian Wooden on the defensive side of the ball. HSC 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line. Great field position. They really need to put 7 on the board to get this ball, make a game out of it.
Out of the shotgun, Hobson, snap, back to pass. As time throws, got a man in the middle of the field. It's caught. It's very near a first down. It'll depend on the spot, and it looks like the official giving the signal that is a first down, so Hamilton Southeastern will keep the chains rolling. Clock will stop. 5:14 left to go in this one.
1st and 10 from the 20 now. They are inside the red zone. They need to put 7 on the board as the clock ticks down to 5 minutes remaining here. 3 men to the right, tight end to the left, running back to his right. He'll drop back to pass, looking over the middle. He's got a man, and it's tipped up.
Threw that one into double coverage that time. The intended receiver was Ben Boyson, number 11. Very lucky that wasn't an interception, as the Avon secondary did a nice job that time of anticipating the pass and was in there to knock it away.
That is his 31st passing attempt on the night for Hobson. His arm is going to be sore tomorrow.
Out of the shotgun. Man goes in motion from right to left. Two receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Snap back to pass. Hobson throwing, looking for Rhodes, and incomplete on the near side of the field. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 for Hamilton Southeastern. 4:52 left to go in the ball game.
Still trying to go to Rhodes as his number 1 receiver. He's had 18 targets tonight with only 6 receptions. They were continuously double covering him as he continues to go to the outside, getting close to the sideline to try and get a little fade over the top. But the defenders just keep getting underneath the ball and knocking it away from him.
Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers go to the right side. Snap back to pass. Little screen pass. Got a man, but he's going to be caught and dropped. They tried the element of surprise that time, and they just didn't get enough time. Great job by the Avon defense, staying at home that time at the end position. Number 40, Josh Jones, Johnny on the spot for the Avon Orioles.
That is a loss of a yard that they did not need. A great 10-yard reception to put him at 1st down off an interception to get here. Now it's 4th and 11, and they really need this conversion. They need to get to the 10-yard line on the far side of the field as he takes the snap. He's looking over the middle, and he's caught with 1 hand, and he's got room. That's number 12. Number 12, Wolf, with the reception. He actually threw it behind him on that right shoulder as he picked it. He just kind of reached his hand back, snagged it, made a defender miss, and got to the 6-yard line.
Yeah, first down and 10. They had him short of the first down, missed the tackle. Great job to evade. And now the Hamilton Southeastern Royals continue to move towards the end zone. They've got a first and goal from inside the 10. They'll say the 5 on the board. Back to pass, throws, got a man caught.
And it's Rhodes with the catch, and they're going to call it a touchdown.
Yeah, touchdown Hamilton Southeastern. So give these Royals a lot of credit. They have not given up here tonight. 35-26 now the score, and a very important extra point on the way.
Now the thing is here, if they still make this extra point, they are still down by 8. There is 3:56 remaining here in this game. They really need to get the ball back and not lose their kicker in the same time doing it.
Snap, spot, the kick is up, it's down the middle, it is good.
And there's a flag on the play.
So we'll see what the flag is. The kick was good. I believe the foul is going to be on Avon, so the kick will stand. And with 3:56 left to play in the contest, we have a ball game here as Avon now leads it 35-27 over Hamilton Southeastern. We welcome those of you tuning in tonight on Audio Sports Online. Also, those of you listening to us on 98.9 FM WYRZ. I'm Rob Kendall, along with Hunter Ongay, coming to you tonight from Hamilton Southeastern High School. It was 35-6 at one point, and now it's 35-27.
Avon really backed up against the ropes here. Coach Bless is not happy with his Orioles right now. HSC is jumping up and down for joy, but there's no time to celebrate right now. They are still down by 8 points, which is a score and a 2-point conversion. And now Avon has to be looking at the chance of an onside kick, because that's really the only way that the Orioles the Royals are going to get this ball back.
Well, it'll be interesting here because they've tried the onside kick, they've tried a squib kick, they've tried an onside kick, and with 3:56 left to go in the game and 2 timeouts left, does Hamilton Southeastern, and again, so it was a 5-yard penalty on Avon on the offsides, so they'll be able to kick it off from the 45. Does Hamilton Southeastern kick this deep, try to play field position, and gamble that they can get the Orioles off the field? We will see. We'll know here momentarily.
They've got 6 men on that front line, especially the big number 54, Bryce Fisher.
Here's the kick. It is deep. He'll kick it away. It'll hit at the 10. It'll spike. It's a live ball. Avon falls on it all the way back at the 14-yard line. That thing hit like a sand wedge and spun back, and Avon was smart enough to fall on the football. And so now it'll be first down and 10 for the Avon Orioles with 3:56 left to go. So with 2 timeouts left to go for Hamilton Southeastern, Avon probably needs to get 2 first downs.
And these stands are shaking. Defense runs back out on the field, and always crowd noise has been a big thing for all of football. And I'm pretty sure with as loud that they're going to get and how much they're rumbling, it's going to come up on the earthquake meter.
We'll see what happens. Here we go. Hessen working out of the shotgun. He's got 1 receiver to the left, 2 in right side, 1 man in tight right. Shotgun snap. There's the give is to Jalen Love. He's got room to run, and first down accomplished. That one's all the way up to the 25-yard line. I wasn't anticipating them getting the first down on their first play, so now they still probably need to get 2 first downs.
Yep, they definitely need the other 2 first downs. Right, let the ball move a little bit shorter, but defensively, that run took the Royals out of momentum and out of sync.
Yeah, now Hessen's going to let this clock wind all the way down. He's got still 10 seconds left to go on the play clock, 3:25 on the game clock. So this is really the stand right here with Hamilton Southeastern with those 2 timeouts left. Snap is low. The give is to Love. He's got room to run again, and he's super close to another first down. I think he got it. Yeah, he did. They're going to move the chain. Okay, so 2 plays, 2 first downs. I wasn't anticipating it happening that fast, but now no room for error for Hamilton Southeastern because the Orioles are going to be able to wind this clock before they snap it inside of about 2:40.
Royals definitely, those are 2 left outside plays that have gotten first downs. They really need to lock down that outside. They're loading the box here with about 6, and they're still trying to get the Royals to jump off sides with 10 seconds remaining on this play clock.
Out of the shotgun, Hessen. Love, the lone man in the backfield. The give is to Love, little stretch play, cuts it back again, and it's another first down. 3 plays, 3 runs, 3 first downs. And boy, now it's going to get really tricky because they've got 2 timeouts left, but they'll be able to wind this clock inside of 2 minutes before they snap the ball. So give Avon credit. They stuffed it right at the Royals here on this drive, and it's worked. 3 plays, 30-plus yards, all in the hands of Jalen Love. And now Hamilton Southeastern really's got to try to do something here because they're running out of time. Snap. Give is to Jalen Love. Cuts it back. Runs into a host of Royals. And now a quick timeout called by Adam Morris.
Royals were waiting for that one-yard run by Love so that they could stop the clock. It's 2:01 remaining here. There is no time for HSE to mess around here on defense. They need to get a stop here. They've only got one more timeout. There's no other stopping the clock after they use that last timeout.
Yeah, it's probably going to be 2 more runs to Jalen Love because you'll be able to take 40 seconds off that last play because they can't stop the clock. So you should be able, before you have to punt the football away, to get it inside of a minute or get it pretty darn close to a minute left to go in the football game.
And that's not what HSE wanted. They wanted to stop the ball deep inside the red zone or inside the 15-yard line where they started. But 3 10-yard runs did not help them whatsoever. And that ran the clock down almost 2 solid minutes for the Royals. So Avon has got a really good thing going here for them. The Royals need a big stop here. They need Love to actually fumble the ball for a really good shot at getting this back.
All right, here we go. Orioles have the ball at the 46, 2:01 left to play in the game. They're up by 8. 1 timeout left for the Royals. 3 receivers out in the field, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Love, the lone man in the backfield. Snap, there's the give. Little misdirection to Love. He's got room to run. He's across the 50, down to about the 49, 48-ish, and it'll bring up 3rd down and about 4 yards to go for Hamilton, or for the Avon Orioles. Final timeout burned by Southeastern. $1:56 left to play in the contest.
Royals really need a stop here. It is 3rd and 4. That is a very short distance, especially for the way Love has been running this drive. He's got well over 40-plus yards right now at the moment. This is a big 3rd down for both teams. We obviously know that they're probably, if Avon does not get this first down right here, they are going to go forward on 4th down. And who knows if he'll get 1, 2, or 3 yards or 48 on this one.
Yeah, he needs the 44-yard line. So they put it just outside the 48. So it's 3rd down, and this has been the successful way they've run the football tonight, is flanking these receivers out. So here we go. What could be the deciding play of the football game. Out of the shotgun is Hessen. 1 man in the backfield is Love. They flank 2 receivers to the left side of the field and 1 man to the right.
Try to make him jump off sides there, but not going to work as the crowd gets louder.
Snap. The give is to Love. Cuts it back. Spins out of 1 tackle. Still going. He's going to be short. He's stopped short of the first down. So Southeastern should get the ball back, depending on what Avon wants to do here. And they will be able to wind this clock down to about 1:10. I'd imagine Mark Bless will let every second go by, call the timeout when the clock gets to 1.
It is a solid 4th and 4 for the Orioles.
He's got the offense out on the field here. So Hamilton Southeastern down and ready to go as the offense for Avon stayed on the field. 10 seconds left to go on the play clock. Hessen barking out the signals, goes back up to the line, still looking, still barking, and now Avon is going to let this thing wind down to 1 second. They'll burn a timeout, and 1:11 to go. So Hamilton Southeastern on the verge of getting the ball back, down by a score.
This is humongous for the Royals. They got that ball. If they can hold them here, it'll be 4th and 4. There is anything that Avon can run. If they want to do a screen pass, if they still want to run the ball to Love up the middle. They've had some success running stretch plays outside, so they're going to try and probably go for that. No quarterback keepers I see coming on this one. They're going to want to give it to their running back, make him run hard. Offense has definitely got to block hard. They have that Notre Dame commit on the left side of the ball, so they're probably going to run it his way and try and get this first down, because if it's If Avon gets this first down, it's game over for the Royals. If the Royals can get this stop here, and it'll be a really big stop, they'll have from their 45 to the 48 all the way down. They'll have to get it at least 52 yards.
Now don't forget too, Avon
They're going to punt the ball.
Did fake a punt earlier successfully, and the punter is number 8, Mason Miller. He'll stand back at the 38-yard line. Here we go. Snap is clean. Kick is away. It's a line drive kick. Fair catch signaled and made all the way back at about the 10-yard line, and he really should have let that one go. Number 10 was the Jake Houston with the catch. That ball might have gone into the end zone.
Yeah, not sure about that call and what he wanted to do. He did hear the footsteps coming around both angles from the Orioles, but now it is 1 minute, 90 yards, and a 2-point conversion that the Royals need. You know these safeties and these defensive backs are going to be watching the deep run or the deep routes all night long now.
Yeah, here we go. Hamilton Southeastern coming to the line of scrimmage. They have no timeouts left, 1:05 to go, and they're down by 8. So give them a lot of credit. They have fought hard to get back in this football game, scoring 21 unanswered points. Snap back to pass, steps up, has time. Throw it, looking up for Rhodes, and it is picked. Oh, boy, almost an incredible play as number 6, Tyler Anderson, caught the ball for Avon, falling out of bounds, tried to throw it backwards to his teammate, and unfortunately his teammate wasn't looking, or that could have been one of the most incredible plays ever.
What was that football movie with The Rock where he was coaching the juvenile detention?
Yeah, that's right. Standing tall.
Yes.
Back to pass, steps up, throws over the middle, got a man caught. It's close to a first down. It is enough for a first. That was number 11, Ben Boyson. So the clock will move or stop as they move the chains. 54 seconds to play. Out of the shotgun. 3 receivers flinging wide to the right side of the field. Houston takes the snap. Back to pass, steps up, flushed out. He's looking over the middle, got a man caught, it's Boyson, and that's enough for another first down for Hamilton Southeastern.
Now a reminder that they do not have any timeouts remaining, so everything is on the clock that stays in play. They need to try and run some out routes to get that ball, to get the clock to stop, to regroup.
Ball up to the 39. 3 receivers go wide to the right. The clock is running. Snap back to pass. Hobson steps up, has time. Throwing over the middle. Got a man caught. It's very close to a first down. Let's see if it's enough. No signal yet. They're going to call him short. So the clock is running. 25 seconds left to go. Clock's still running. I don't think Hamilton Southeastern realizes now they do. Now Hobson's going to spike the football with 18 seconds to go.
Now, that is not what they really wanted to do. It is a 3rd and 1 now. This is a crucial 3rd down with that. They've run 3 over the middle plays to number 11, Boyson, and just put him at the hash markers, or at the hash the entire time. They've run still 3 to the right, tight end to the left. They really need a big play here to get out of bounds and get that get the play clock stopped.
Snap back to pass, steps up, has time, throws, got a man, it's Rhodes. Rhodes caught, running towards out of bounds, breaks a tackle, heads all the way up to the 43-ish yard line. Clock will stop with 11 seconds to go as they move the chains. They'll spike the football here. You better go, you better hurry, and now the clock is winding down. And with 5.6 seconds to go, this will probably be the final play of the football game.
Rhodes tried to cut it up to get some extra yardage after getting that first down. That was not the right call to make. He wanted to get out of bounds to stop that clock right there. Instead, he tried to get a couple extra yards to get his team closer to try and get back in this ball game and put it to overtime.
All right, so this will be it. This will be our final play of the football game in all likelihood. 3 receivers wide to the right, to the left, 1 man to the right. Snap back to pass. Hobson has time, throwing over the middle. It's caught. It's a live ball. They're pushing it. Rhodes has it, throws it back across the field to Boyson. Boyson's got room. He's got a blocker. He's to the 10, to the 5, and he's taken down just short of the end zone. What an end to the football game. Hamilton Southeastern comes up about 8 yards short. Unbelievable. An unbelievable finish. Avon hangs on, and they will win it 35-27. absolutely unbelievable, chaotic finish to this game. Perfectly executed final play by Hamilton Southeastern. They caught the ball, 2 laterals back to Rhodes. Rhodes threw it back across the field to Boyson, and Boyson made a mad dash for the end zone. Ultimately, coming up, he had a block. He came up about 8 yards short. Huge credit to the Avon secondary getting over there to make that tackle.
43 passing attempts for Hobson, 21 completions, and man, what a second half that was. They only had 6 to 35 in the middle of the third quarter. A 24-yard receiving touchdown to number 8 Myers, and then from there was another 31-yard reception by Boyers to get him set up for another 17-yard reception touchdown. That was to Rhodes, only his second. Another big stop that went nowhere. Interception by number 21, Clayton Toner, to set him up once again for a 5-yard receiving touchdown, once again to Rhodes. He had 3 receiving touchdowns on the night. What an amazing second half that honestly was for both teams. Just couldn't, they were looking for the Miami Miracle there at the very end. Just couldn't get there fast enough.
Yeah, that was an incredible end to that football game. Give a lot of credit to Southeastern. They were on the verge of getting the running clock against them at one point and came all the way back and ended up just 8 short yards from having a chance to tie that football game. So Avon will win it tonight. They will move to 3-0 on the year. Hamilton Southeastern falls. They will fall to 1-2. Avon will be back next week on the road Avon will be back next week at home against Brownsburg. We will have that broadcast for you coming up Friday night. 6:40 is the kickoff, is the pregame show. The kickoff is at 7. A whole lot of stuff is going to be on the line next week. That is going to be an absolutely incredible game. And that is going to do it for us tonight. Hunter, final thoughts.
Well, Hamilton Southeastern to start with, great final push in that second half. They just needed it to start a little bit sooner. They were really late getting to it. Otherwise, they could have come back and made this game go to overtime. Avon came out really sloppy. Second quarter picked it up, 3 scores. In the second half, they did not have that same momentum. They only had 1 touchdown there in the second half altogether, and their defense kind of fell apart, letting 3 scores go for the Royals. Royals have nothing to lose on this one. Obviously, they will take another one in the loss column, Avon another one in the win column, but Hamilton Southeastern put up one heck of a fight with Avon, the number 1 ranked in the state, and it was a close match. It just couldn't get done soon enough for them.
Well, that is going to do it for us tonight. Again, your final score, Avon 35, Hamilton Southeastern 27. Thanks again to Shane Ray in the WYRZ studios. Thanks to Jason Dozier in the Audio Sports Online studio. And thanks to Hunter Ongay for doing the game with me as well. One final time, Avon 35, Hamilton Southeastern 27. I'm Rob Kendall. You've been listening to the Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air Game of the Week.